Hey, Bonafides and YouTube. Otherwise, it's me, Cemented, and I'm back. I'm back with another video. And if you're in here, you're good to go. Hey, Bonafides and YouTube. Otherwise, woo! It is Jumpstart July, the last day. Boom, 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 boom. Baby, we made it. Woo! Look, Ma, I made it. And you are tuning in to another Sunday Soliloquy given to you by yours truly, Cemented, aka Properly Bonafide. Yes, that's me. Hi, India. Good morning. Yay, listening, driving. Gotcha. Oh, hey, Miss Matthews. She said she loved you. You are so photogenic, Brooke, too. DNA don't lie. Hey, girl. I'll be looking at folks, they say I'm photogenic because we're harder on ourselves. So I'm like, I'm photogenic. But it ain't like I didn't pick the best pictures. I did pick the best pictures to go up now. Okay, but thank you. Let me learn how to take a compliment. Thank you. Okay. Baby, I have learned some stuff on this weekend. Yes, I have. And I want to talk to you about them, okay? Oh, I guess this weekend. This week and this weekend. Okay. Girl, first off, I went out with some friends last night and we kicked it, had a good old time. One of my homegirls said, she said, hey, since you done got your hair cut and stuff like that, are you noticing that you're getting a lot more attention? And I said, yeah, I actually am. Now, y'all know for years, I was like, I don't want to cut my hair low like this because I don't want to be big, black, and bald head. You know what I'm saying? Be honest with you. We always see, like, especially in our 40s, like where folks then picked up weight and, black women and have face full of fabulous makeup, sometimes too much, and it be just bald head, ain't take care of their hair, don't want to do hair, or everybody got the same cut. And I was like, and they usually tell me I heavy. So my crazy butt, you know how I am, say what I got to say, okay? I ain't want it. 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 Didn't want it. So I didn't do it. I was semi-forced to cut my hair because, like I said, it was super thin. Yeah, it was long, but it was super thin and sick from, some stuff I was going through. So I was like, let me cut it off, start all over. Now this stuff is thick and on a whole different. I think I got 4C for real now. What? What? Okay, what is he talking about? Hold on. Bye, child. I'm just gonna tell him. I'll talk to you in a minute. Anyway, anyways, so now I think I really do have some 4C here. For real, for real, for real. And not that it's bad, but it's just that shrinkage is off the shine, girl. I don't like the shrinkage on. It's like super shrunk. I could pull this stuff, I can do less of a coil, and this stuff's still shrinking up to 1 inch. It don't matter how long it actually is, how much of a manipulation, how less of a manipulation I do, it's still going all the way up. So I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it. Semi had to do it, right? Semi was interested in doing it one more time and putting full effort into keeping it up, right? Okay. And I'm learning to like it. It's certain. I was on some NDRE, the other big charts that I had. I am not my hair. Okay. I am not this skin, but I am this belly. Okay. Now, so I cut it. And I've been telling you, I've been trying to get used to and stuff like that. Just trying to be like, oh well, it's cut off now. It is what it is. You need to go with full confidence. So I really have been going with full confidence. And I don't know if it's like confidence. It's not the overconfidence like yes, I'm here, I'm arrived. Saying the girls can't take. No, it's not that type of boisterous, egotistic type of confidence. It's just it is what it is. It's confidence in my person. And in my person it's confidence that I'm someone who you want to know, someone who you would love to be a friend with. My beauty, my intellect, me being a very, very funny person in real life. I feel like I'm way more funny in real life than I am on here. And it just translates. It's just energy when you're with somebody that's a little different than when you're watching them. So, yes, we're gonna get to it, Miss Matthews. She said talking about the love and marriage governance. So, I feel I feel like that energy that I give w- in wearing the cut, not just as a person, but just in wearing the cut. Since she was talking about it, I think it does kind of spark some different, maybe some different interests. You know what I'm saying? It's a intrigue or something a little bit, especially because I don't look that part. I don't look like big dumpy with the short hair, badass haircut. Woo, 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 woo. And then I'm not the thin one with all the badass clothes and stuff. Woo, woo. I'm got the nice haircut with the little like TJ Maxx flowered like floral print and a backpack purse. And some sandals that I have not pulled up on the back because I hate sandals on the back. Now I'll walk all the way into place. If ain't nobody in there, I'm not pulling my sandal up. If some folks is in there and I'm, trying to look around pulling my sandal up on the back. I'll just be honest with y'all. I can't stand no shit on the back of my ankle. Mixology. Hey, Jan the best. Mixology says, greetings. I know what you mean. Once I cut my hair, I swing my head back and forth more now. I hold my head higher now. Me too. Like my neck feels longer. You know what I'm saying? I feel elongated. You know, I feel like I don't know. I have a more regal presence with the way I hold myself. But y'all, you know what else it is? It's also me saying, you know what? I'm at this other space now where it's really all about me. Okay, it really is. It's all about me here on YouTube. It's all about me in the job. It's all about me with my daughter. It's all about me with my relationship. I'm not gonna say with my daughter, just any relationship. You know what I'm saying? And in my daily, instead of it being something about somebody else all the time. And I feel like I don't look so weighted down. You know, you really can wear the weight of your world on your shoulders. I don't look so weighted down. My conversation may not be as I think it's just a little bit less downtrodden, tired, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm getting there. I'm trying to make it less and less and less, okay? And I think maybe people can see a glimpse of happiness inside of me. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, getting more attention from females, from men, everything. You know, like folks saying, "Hi, how are you?" You know, I mean, every time I go somewhere, somebody, "Oh my gosh, I love your hair." What was I at yesterday? In my workout clothes, I was in rainbow. Girl, I got me some stuff from Rainbow yesterday. I'm gonna do a rainbow haul. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I love your hair." I was like, "Thank you." Even though you know my little coils are going all kind. I didn't tell her all this. I'm thinking in my head, my coils are going all over the place. I'm trying to grow these sides out from that mess that was going on with them lines and stuff. But you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I go, someone is compliment my hair. So I I love it. I absolutely love it. I love your link. Miss it, in fact. Yeah, this short dude is cute too. I told you if you cut it on a new moon, that holds new possibilities per study it, and it's easier to grow back. Okay. Well, when I get it shaped up, I'll try to make sure it's a new moon, definitely. So, yeah, so I really have been experiencing like more attention from men where I'm going into the topic. I'm getting there, y'all. And I'm loving it. You know, I really am loving it. I also need to say I'm not big like I was in 2020 and a little bit before. I've lost some weight last year, and although the weight on the scale, it hasn't come all the way back. And you know, this week I've been actively working to lose it again. It hasn't come all the way back. The shape definitely did not come. It was on its way until I said snatch snatch. He's all or whatever the word is or whatever, right? I said, hell no, last weekend. And I was like, nah, I can't do this no more. We ain't going back, Charles. We ain't going back. Okay. So I've been working out and I feel like my shape is getting better too. So, you know, I guess you reap what you sow. Not I guess, I know it's true because that's in the word. You reap what you sow. So you're sowing seeds of happiness and fruitfulness, good energy, checking up on friends, checking up on family, looking at the people, and that is coming my way as well, you know? So, anyways, so in meeting more guys and stuff now, like I am a bold personality. I'm definitely going for what I know. Now, I'm not fixing to chase nary a person, okay? But like y'all saw me on the video that I released yesterday when I was in the parking lot, and the dude who had been looking at me in the club but didn't come say nothing to me, he literally was actually parked right next to me, which is super crazy in that big ass parking lot that was on the other side of the building. It just so happened that his car was parked right by mine. Ain't that crazy? So remember, I was in the club looking like brunch, maybe, or denim brunch or something. And I looked at him, like I seen him like just when I was just scanning the room, standing at the bar, and he was like right behind me. Like we could have reached our arms out and touched each other. And I looked down, I kind of looked him, not all the way up and down, but halfway a little bit. And I looked at him, I gave him a little side smile, and I turned back around, got my drink. Before I walked off, I turned and looked at him again and smiled. And then I walked. But as I walked, I would turn back around and look at him, and he was still looking at me. But he wasn't coming nowhere. So he said at some point he watched me walk around the room. He said it seemed like you was trying to get away. I was like, get away? No, I just wasn't finna step to you. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't step to you. I was trying to give you some facial cues, and I was taking your facial cues, but you ain't act on it. I don't know you no more. Or you missed out. So I'm walking, he's like, damn, like I followed you around. And he's like, no, I never took my eyes off you. I was like, what? Girl, it is so good to feel this type of way. Girl, it feels good. It's not about being validated by men. It's about feeling good about yourself. And then someone saying, well, I guess that is some kind of validation. I guess it is okay now that I'm thinking about it. I feel like it's okay to accept, not to feel like somebody else saying it means it's valid. So let's not say validation, to say an agreement that you and other people are on one accord about your positivity, your happiness, your beauty, whatever. It feels good. Guys be less likely to approach these days, even though they be checking. Right. And it really, really feels good. I have not had that in years. Um, I'm gonna just say that. To really feel like folks is really gigging you, gigging you. You know what I'm saying? And especially not since, yeah, just your presence, ooh. Mutual attraction in the sexy stead is magical. What's that? Stead, sexy stead. Tell me what that is. And it feels good. You know what I'm saying? And it feels good. And I don't know if it kind of feels good because I'm single and it's like, okay, this one and that one, and I got choices and shit like that. That always feels good. Having options feels good. Okay. But I'm just in a good spot right now. Um, I really am. And I'm thankful. But anyway, so he says, um, so when he comes out, like I said, I told y'all the other day, I was talking to y'all on the phone, and he was going to his car, and I seized the opportunity, right? Hey, didn't I see you in the club? Or did you see me in the club? He was like looking in, yeah, I did. I said, why you ain't say nothing? And that was just me really asking what I really want to know. Why you was steady looking and you didn't say nothing. And that sparked a conversation. So that's not nothing new for me. I really am that girl. Like I'll talk to anybody. I'm literally when I used to go to the bar at Papa Do's, even though I went this Friday and even though I had a good time, okay, and the meal was paid for, hallelujah. Okay. It's not the same as it used to be. I did come a little later. I used to go around the 3-4ish and it'd be folks getting off of their job. The folks, the older men and they partners meeting up and stuff. Not necessarily 50, but remember I was in my early 30s, so they were in their 40s. And meeting up and talking and stuff. And I am a social butterfly. I would work the whole bar, the entire bar. Everybody knew me. They even the long-term bartenders now know me to this day. When I told old boy that what you call this mess? What was that fish that boy had me out? Oh, a grouper. I don't mess with grouper. When I don't like grouper no more. I had it one time this Friday. I don't like it. So I told him I want to understand how his grouper is 2 times bigger than mine, but both of them is $45. And he brought me and my homeboy bartender brought me another grouper out, and I boxed it up and left. Girl, honey, I ain't tripping. Y'all needs to go to Papa Dough with me, okay? You have a lot of fun when you are outgoing. Exactly. Well, at least when I was on the dating scene. Yeah, when you're outgoing and you're open, not wide open, not nose open and stuff like that, but just open for a dance, open for to speak first. It's not you're not being thirsty as a woman or a man to speak first, you know? And I just had to tell somebody the other day, if you speak, that's not you being thirsty. And if you are not, if it's unrequited, you know, the interest or whatever, so what? That ain't no loss. Like that's part of talking to people. They might not be thinking about you like that right now. That's not a telltale to who you are or that or L. You're not really taking the L. Now, if you get to talking and you start doing some dumb shit and then you get clowned, you know what I'm saying? And you think back, you're like, oh, I shouldn't have did like that. That's an L. But just stepping two, that's not an L. That's not an L. And I step to when I get ready. Now, you know, when I was in my 20s, remember I told y'all is this one dude that kept going to mama's restaurant that I always thought he was so cute. So cute. I wonder what he looked like now. I mean, we talk on the phone, but he ain't sent me no picture lately. Um, I fuck social media like that. I don't mess with folks. I don't do social media like that. Chill, bye. Hold on, let me send this damn picture. I'm gonna say, hold on, how did you accept my IG request then? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get it. You need a password to do you need a password to do DMs? I never heard of that. Girl, Ying Yang twins, that one of the Ying Yang twins, the one with the arm, then fell out at a stage at the state fair. He looked like he had a seizure the way he was doing. I hope he's okay too. Oh my gosh. It looked like a seizure. That's what somebody was saying in the comments. I'm sorry, y'all didn't got off real quick. So anyway, let me just send this clown a picture. Oh heck no. Hold on, hold on. You ain't messing with my money, babe. Okay. I had to turn it off. It'd be so hard to turn off because it's a delay. When you try to turn off the sound on Instagram Reels, it's a delay and it be pissing me off. Okay, let me take that picture. I'm trying to show him how. I'm about to blow dry my hair and try to curl it. I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all want to see it? Hold on. Okay, taking all day. Cause he told me not. He told me not to straighten it out. Cause it's gonna look crazy. I'm like, fool, you don't know, shoot. He's like, you better leave your hair alone. It's gonna be looking crazy. But I was like, I ain't got nowhere to go. Anyway, so it can look crazy today. I'm gonna try it though. I might get back on here and let y'all see me work with it. Y'all want to see me try to straighten it out and put some curls in it? Okay, let me show y'all real quick. Hold on. I look all right. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure my breast ain't showing. Hold on, cause I got a bra on. It shouldn't be. I'm looking at it right now. Okay, let me take this off. And then we're gonna get back on the topic. I'm sorry, y'all know this Sunday soliloquy. I'm doing what I came to do, which is what I want. Hello. Okay, hold on. But I got to get to where you can't see his thing. Okay. I think it's gonna do that. I think it's gonna do that. Look. Oh, hold on. It's just gonna be shorter. Okay. That's one of them. Let me show you the other one. See? I don't like that front though. We're gonna do something else. Yeah, I don't like that front. I blow dry my hair on Friday and it rained, child. Okay. Look at this little piece. Look where it went, child. Hold on. I don't even know how to curl it. I'm gonna try to curl it different ways. Oh, girl, yes, girl. I done been arguing with the stylists and shit and everything. Talking about charge what you were, bitch. Do you know the lady who cut my hair? For her to go and cut my hair like this, now she charged me 135 when I went. Do you know her prices just went go up tomorrow on August 1st? 170 to cut my hair and style it. And I've been styling it these last two times my damn self. Okay, now I just woke up. So shit is all over the place. I wish the F I would. Okay. Girl, bad. Oh. So I don't know about no barbershop either. I can find somebody back here in the woods that can cut a taper. Where I'm at. Okay. So, anyways. Uh yeah, yeah. 170 is what her new price is. So I kind of feel bad for writing a bad review, but I still don't want to pay 170, so nah, I'm straight. Well, I gotta get some color on this hair. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So baby boy, I'm feeling good, feeling fine, feeling fresh. Baby met baby boy talking about girl when we was talking outside. This is some shit. Love and marriage covenants. Let's talk about it. So I was talking to him. Well, I'm gonna say one thing. I can't do nothing with this man anyway because he doesn't believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. He doesn't believe in Jesus Christ. He said he goes by science. And that's perfectly fine, but I'm not dealing with nobody who don't believe. And baby boy is so damn fine. When I say he was fine, he was figurative, fine. Fine. Do y'all really hear me come on here talking about men's bodies and stuff? Fine. And this is not the one who was dancing. He was from DC and he would dance me all around. The one who played ball, used to play ball back in his younger days. Not that one. This the one that didn't come say nothing, kept looking at me, didn't ever come say nothing. But then sat out there with his umbrella for me and we was under his umbrella talking. Mm, crazy. It's like you be having to make a way for them all the time, okay? I'm too old school, hell, too old, got bills. I live on YouTube tutorials to figure out how to do my own. Okay. One trip to the salon, you can buy your own tools and do it yourself. Okay. Exactly. A most high. Now, Chef, he believes in the most, he said he believes in the most high. He don't know about no Jesus Christ. I'm looking at him like, I'm at to look, look, like Chef said, he's like, ain't talking to me, been making you feel better? It has. So we gonna keep talking. But baby, if it ain't Jesus Christ, I ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's real talk. So anyways, uh, cause I know I'm gonna find me a man that believe in Jesus Christ, a black man, a black man, a black man. But anyway, so we were talking. So me and Coach, that's the one that's out by the car under the umbrella. I thought his car was a Nissan Altima. It's actually a Lexus. I think Nissan and Lexus are all the same people, kind of. I think. Cause it was certain to giving it until I moved to the front and I saw the Lexus. I was like, okay, red Lexus. But anyways, we ain't gonna judge him by the color of his car. So um I'll be finding stupid stuff to be worried about. So I'm not gonna do it today. So when we're talking, he was like, I said, so have you ever been married? Because remember, baby boy is 49. Well, let me ask, I'm finna tell him to send me a picture, girl. We need to look him in his face. Hold on. Was it good morning? Or is it afternoon? What time? No, it's still morning. Good morning. Okay. Let's see what he's saying. How long it take to say it? He nice looking, okay? And we're sitting there talking. I asked him if he was married. He said no. He's 49 though, and his daughter's like 3 weeks, 3 months behind Brooklyn. They both 20. 49, baby. That boy didn't look a day past 38. Looking good with the gray. So, anyways, did I tell y'all Chef be mad because everybody be saying he cute? He was like, why y'all keep saying I'm cute and not saying I'm fine or handsome? No, but you're cute though. It is a cuteness to him. It's cute. He's talking about grown ass man. Cause my homegirl, when I showed her a picture of Chef last night, she said, "Oh, he is so cute." I was like, "I know." Like I said, cute. That's the first thing that comes to your mind. That this man was fine, okay, and that man who I was dancing with was fine, okay. But anyway, so I asked him if he'd been married. He said no. I said, why? At 49, you got a baby and everything, and all your degrees and stuff. You didn't want to settle down. He was like, well, see, I look at this is where you probably gonna feel funny about me. I said, why? He was like, I look at marriage a little different. Okay, hold on. Sorry, y'all keep going. Okay, so he said, this is where you're gonna look at me a little funny. I don't look at marriage like a lot of people do, and I was like, oh, here we go with this. Girl, one thing I'm meeting here in Atlanta is a lot of niggas that be philosophizing and coming up philosophizing and it's just oh girl, oh it's just too much and they be really thinking they thinking so big and enlightened and shit and it's like sometimes it's be being quiet. One thing I'm not talking about enlightening shit because I've been serious my whole life until like 5 years ago. Okay, I did all the deep thought about all this type of stuff, and I really don't really want to talk deep. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I mean, I will. I'm not gonna say never, like especially if you're in a relationship, of course. You know what I'm saying? But all the philosophizing and shit, like I didn't already. These niggas be late with shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't already did this stuff for a million years. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh my gosh, and some of it be so stupid, and I'll be like, okay. And so here he go. But this time, because like I said, we talked for several minutes out there, probably about 30, 40 minutes. The first couple philosophizing or philosophize, I don't know how you say it, was getting on my nerves until we started talking about marriage. And he was like, I look at it like this. A lot of people, I look at marriage as a covenant, as a bond, as a contract. I said, right, I do too. He was like, yeah, so that in the contract, you looking to do something to build, to grow, to produce something, right? And you usually want to be on with your business partners, you usually want to be like on the same page, like feel like in this partnership, these things that y'all planning out are gonna happen. I said, yeah. He was like, and then you have love, right? Folks who look at marriage like it should only be love. And I was like, okay. And what info did she send? Huh. Oh. Okay. So I was like, or yes, that's where I'm at. I wanna be in a loving marriage. I wanna be in love and then get married to with someone that I can grow with. He was like, yeah, but for me, although I would like to get married, I don't think you have to have both. And I was like, what? He was saying, I don't think that you have to have love to get married. And I was like, okay, so the women that you dated over the years, what was going on? He was like, I either loved them, but I couldn't see myself in a marriage, in a bond, a covenant with them, or I could see the covenant and the contract and the building and the growth potential, but I didn't really love them. But in all cases, they wanted both and wanted me to feel both. So therefore, we couldn't do nothing. He's like, I can love you for the rest of my life and not marry you. And I can get into a covenant with you, a contract, a binding legal marriage with you for the rest of my life and not, oh, I said that wrong. He said, I could love you for the rest of my life and not get in a marriage with you. Yeah, not marry you. I did say that. And he's like, oh, I can get into this marriage on this covenant, this bond, this business type thing and never love you, but be, still be in it and not, cheating and shit like that. And I was like, wow. He was like, but nobody's willing to do that. I've never felt both at the same time, but I'm willing to do either one. But at some point over time, the women that I dated didn't like the fact that they couldn't get the other one. See, to me, that's okay. So I was okay. Let me say this first. Okay, messy man. Let me type this in here. Hold on. Bullet point, messy man. Okay, so uh, what? Child, thought you were about to say 3 weeks old. No, 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 no. Kendra G asked why you couldn't make it with that mother. Oh yeah, I say that all the time. When them babies is young and they coming forth and in your face with young babies, why you couldn't do it with the mama? What's up with that? So long story short, I kind of felt what he was saying about that, as far as marriage being a covenant, a covenant as in a contract covenant, um, for building and growing. So I was approached like this before. Now y'all remember Soldier Boy, who I was in love with. I've been probably in love with him in some kind of way since I was a teenager. Okay. Hey Nene. And remember, we were dating. We were both of us in love. He cheated on me in high school, not high school, in college. Later on, we were friends. And then later on, we got together and we're going to get married, right? Okay, so long story short, I don't feel like telling that whole story again. I know somebody's like, please don't. So when this is the only person I ever cheated on. I remember he was so desperate for me to, and that's not desperate like a dog in desperate. He was just so wanting of me to come back to him. And I was seriously, seriously nervous about the growth part. Like I told you, I pulled up to the house with him that I could buy on my own. And he would just slid down in his seat. This is too much house. This is too much. This $1,100 a month is too much. Now remember, I'm saying this in 2007, okay? And we ain't number 27 years old. Now I done been out in the world real good, but he done been in Guthrie, Oklahoma. He done been in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Okay, yeah. So he ain't moved around too much. Okay, and $1,100 was a lot for him. He wasn't making any money to even pay that $1,100 at the time. But he had went into the military because we were getting married, and I told him what I told y'all. I told him nothing to go and all that. He was in the military. He was home from the military to take care of some business and come see me, and we were looking at houses. And he turned me off being scared. I told y'all the story where I called him a country chicken. Because you don't know nothing and you scary of everything. You think I'm gonna put myself, you know how I am about money. You think I'm gonna put myself in a bad situation? You think I'm gonna put my family in a bad situation? Even in 2007, $1,100 was a decent goddamn house note. That was a nice house. Like that. That's basically $1,400 to this day. A $1,400 house note. You know, especially with two people. But anyways, I'm moving forward. He had totally turned me off, and this other dude was courting me that was more cosmopolitan. You know what I'm saying? More in the know of how things work in the world. He was younger than us. Just more of a man, not just at home, smoking and going to his call center job and shit. And he was a mover and a shaker, the guy that was courting me and I ended up cheating on him with, right? And that's what I've always wanted, was a mover and a shaker. And that's what I still want, is a mover and a shaker. So Um, who said very decent? Oh, okay, talking about the house notes. Okay. So he was like, what did he say? So when he got to know who the guy I cheated with was, right? And he seen him and got on his social media and stuff. He was too through that I cheat on him. But this is a cheater on many women, that I've watched him do, me and other women after me, right? And had heard of before me. But when they get done wrong, baby, they go crazy. They turn into biatch. I mean, because I don't know too many men that would sit up and figure out the work email. Because I would email him for the work email. He figured out the work email and knew the dude's name, first and last name, right? And then figured his work email out and emailed that fool about me. But I guess that was the love though. I love this girl and I'm not letting her go. That's the type of shit that I'm trying to get back to. Not I don't think it was stalker because I think they ended up talking on the phone. They exchanged phone numbers, start talking. I was like, oh, y'all ready for me to air both you fools out. Okay. Cause you trying to while he taking phone calls, oh boy, the Obama, because that's who it is. Barack Obama is Soldier Boy, and it was a Barack Obama. So I cheat on Soldier Boy with Barack Obama. Okay, wouldn't most people? But anyway, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm not being ugly like that at all. But Barack Obama, how you accept the phone calls from Soldier Boy like that? Giving your phone number and y'all talking on the phone like bitches. Now I'm finna roast all you hoes. So they was like, you want to get on the phone? Let's get all three get on the phone. I got the roasting, baby. They had wished they didn't get me on the phone because they all let them know about why neither one of them was. Why y'all trying to act like somebody did y'all wrong? Y'all ain't right. Now I did do Soldier Boy wrong. I'm gonna get back on these covenants in a minute. I did do Soldier Boy wrong, but Soldier Boy, see, this is my thing. If I feel like you being suspicious and you don't have no good answer to it, you're fucked. I might try to get over it and stuff like that, but I'm really looking at you crazy. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. See, and this was MySpace, and you up in AIT in Oklahoma. I'm in Dallas, Texas at the time. You at Fort Sill, the bitches is on MySpace talking about, oh, I can't wait to see you. You only got Sundays where you can see people. Da 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 da. Now hold up. It take 3 hours for me to get to Dallas to get to you. And then it take 90 minutes for me to get to Oklahoma City, which is your stomping ground, to see you. Any of this one time that it happened. Now I watched the MySpace, I questioned MySpace, and I went on what he said. Because what he said about MySpace, I was like, okay, okay. Well, they just saying, we ain't seen you in a while. When you get out, where you can just, hang out with everybody and da da da. I said, okay, okay. But then I come on a Sunday, and whereas previous Sundays I could roll up in the motherfucking place. They knew who I am. The dude at the door, whatever dude was on duty, most of them knew who I was. But now this particular Sunday, he telling me, oh, he's in some, you can come back for an hour. Fuck it. I'm contributing it to MySpace and the hoes that came down. So I ain't fucking with you. I ain't. I'm going on. I'm fucking with you, and we still gonna maybe get married. But I'm gonna see what this Barack Obama hit for before I say I do. Okay, girl. That baby. I'm the last one, the wrong one to fuck around like that. That don't even make no damn sense. Talking about, oh, I don't know what he was talking about because I was ready to see you. I was wondering what was taking so long. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. I ain't never the people at the bottom of the barracks back in the day, child, okay, that tell you, let you in or go get them or something like that, whatever, right? Nah, 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 nah. All these Sundays I've been coming from all these Sundays I've been coming 3 hours. Me and my baby, my child, that they loved each other. Ooh, Brooklyn. Brooklyn ain't never liked nobody after him. Not all the way. She might have been okay with him, but not like she was in love with him. She just loved her. Ooh, I almost said his name, some Soldier Boy. And so, yeah. So what happened? What that was? Oh, I just never was right, girl. I was never feeling right. I just wasn't. My homegirl had came down to visit him, and when she was telling me she went to visit him, Now, well, y'all probably asking why my homegirl was down there because they went to college together. They was in the band together and stuff like that. Me and him didn't go to college together. He went to HBCU that was 20 minutes away from the PWI that I went to. So they were good friends. And we all knew him from when we were younger and we were in a little black social group and they were in Tulsa and then we were in Lawton where I'm from. And so we had already known them anyway. And then they go and our band friends, so they were tight. So she was like, but when she was telling me, she was like, yeah, we went down. Woo, 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 woo. And I don't think that she would bring nobody down there with her, right? So that's what she said. We at first, I was looking crazy, but I was like, nah, she wouldn't do no mess like that to me. That's my girl to the end. But she told me it's something about when I said, well, when you was going in there, because you know I'm on how when you went to the front desk and woo, 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 she couldn't, it was too fast. The question came too fast. And even though she gave a good, and I know that that's my girl, but I know that's her boy too. You know what I'm saying? And maybe we should be closer because we from hometown all day, went to church together, everything. But you know how shit be changing. You don't want to get in the midst of bullshit, right? And so she would girl boo, Barack Obama is what I have to say. Barack Obama. Okay. I was like, the math ain't math and y'all studying stuff and Okay, cool, right? Case of a dreamer and risk taker versus an extreme conservative, low risk person. Those two distinct types in a relationship do not work, do not mix. Exactly. And hey, am I shit? Recently, I was not the risk, more of a risk. Well, I think I am a risk taker. I just am not a high level money spender. Like, yeah, it ain't no, oh, I'm just trying to have fun right now. Because, baby, I believe I'm having fun right now. You know, when I get there, then I'll deal with whatever's going on when I'm older. No, that ain't me. Girl, I didn't watch too many people get, play that shit when we in the 80s and 90s when they were our parents and stuff like that. I've watched too many of our parents that now, are on like a fixed type of income or, they might still be living nice. You like, oh, she want to vacation, but it's tight. No, I don't want to live a tight life when I'm 60 something. I don't want to live a tight life. And I'm getting to 60 pretty fast. And I have not prepared as well as I feel like I will need, especially with the way these economies is going up and down. So I'm not trying to live no tight life, cuz no. That's why I'm into this covenant shit, okay? Because the more and more these relationship fails, the more and more out of touch with love I get. And now we're gonna talk about covenants. Okay. So anyway, long story short, so when I cheated on him and he found out, he was so hurt and wanted his wife back and or potential wife, future wife, and his child back, and all that we were dreaming and planning, that he offered me his BAH or BAQ. What is that? Whatever it is when you got a wife and you get extra money in the military. And then something, he was like, I'll just give that all to you. Like I'll still make whatever I make, and then that extra to be yours. And I thought about it. I was like, "Are you really like offering me money to marry me?" He like, "I want my wife back. I want what we was doing. You bullshitting. You didn't got with this little yellow nigga and shit." He was short. He wasn't shorter than me, but he was way shorter than Barack Obama. Cause not Barack Obama, but Barack Obama was shorter than Soldier Boy. He's like, you can got with this little yellow nigga and ruin our entire dreams, everything that we have been saying for years. Girl, I still feel guilty to this day. Guilty to this day. I probably would be still regular as I am now, but very much supported by a man who loved me. I probably would have had to go through some cheating in the first and then try to get through. I do because I know his wife that he's with now, he cheated on her that first year. I don't know, it's just like, Lord, you be leaning, rocking with shit. It's crazy. I don't know, but listen, I'm where I am because that's where I'm supposed to be. But I do dazzle sometime back on that relationship, because that's the only man I feel like really, really, really loved me and was in like real support of me, not support in his slick way or to get some other kind of, you know what I'm saying? Something else they got in their sleeve or some other fucked up, whatever, right? And so he was like, I'll give you my BAH. What is it? BAH. Hold up. Let me look up BAH Army. Basic allowance for housing in a U.S. based allowance prescribed by geographic duty location, pay grade, and dependency status. Okay. I think it is BAH. Wait, who qualifies? Let's see. A member assigned to the permanent duty within the 50 United States who is not furnished government housing is eligible for basic allowance for housing based on the member's rank, dependency status, and permanent. Okay, let me look up BAQ. Oh, I sure would love if somebody want to hit me up with a little cash app. It was previously called, okay, BAQ, BAH is the same thing. Okay. Look, these amounts vary by grade and dependency status. Can range from $74 to $168 monthly. Baby, I didn't even know how much it but baby, $168 would not cut it. And he wasn't no high ranking official. So if it's based on rank, I'd have been at more like $74. No, that ain't gonna work. I didn't even consider it. Like I thought about it in that on that telephone call while he was telling me, but I didn't even look to see how much it cost. I don't even think in 2007 that the internet was like that. It might have been like that for me to look it up like that. I don't know. But I was like, I cannot believe you're willing to pay for me to get married to you. And that I've done that to you, that's where you're at. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so sorry that that's where you're at. Um, but he said it's a business arrangement. He was like, um, he's like, I know that we love each other and that even though you cheat on me, I do still feel like you love me. Um, but maybe because of how you are and because you worrying about state delegate and future money and this and that and being all big and bad. That's what he said, being all big and bad in life. Maybe you can feel me if I offer you the business opportunity. I said, wow. Girl, I've been through some shit. That was crazy. I was like, there's no way that I will enter a contract with you to receive your BAH so that I would marry you. Are y'all hearing this? Because y'all sure ain't saying that. You perform logical calculated risk due to your analytical background and you having a child for whom you're responsible. Exactly. You know how to weigh outcomes and take a risk with a bounce back plan. That's exactly how I am. But when I tell you the more and more men, especially since I moved to Atlanta that I meet, they are excessive spenders. Excessive spenders. And that will never work with me. This guy I was talking to the other day, he was like, hey, I said, what's a good day to you? He was like, a good day to me is knowing that all my bills are paid to zero balance. I said, oh, oh, oh. I remember my friends used to say, Chester, what is sexy to you? What's sexy to you? I was like, y'all, it ain't the nigga body. It's not the body. It's not necessarily the paycheck. It's not the job. It would be the most sexy thing I would feel like is if I came home off my job or or me walking into the house wherever I came from, and my man got his little button up rolled up with his sleeves rolled up on both sides, and got some glasses on with a calculator. You know what I'm saying? And the bills laid out. You know what I'm saying? Paying bills. You know what I'm saying? He don't got to be just his money, but he responsible. Ooh, that's some sexy shit. Do you feel me? That's the sexy shit to me. That'll get them bills screwed on. You know what I'm saying? That'll have the ink rolling off the bill. Okay. We don't even know how much we owe because the ink done messed it up. Okay. That shit is sexy. Mm, 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 mm. And girl, we will really turn it. We will really turn it. Might let them see that booty hole. I don't even do the booty hole stuff, but might let them see that booty hole if dinner was cooked too. Now he had to do that several times for me to let that booty hole go. I ain't gonna be, my homegirl when she told me that her husband was doing the booty hole, I said, "Girl, ain't no way." She said, "The Bible says our marriage bed is not defiled." I said, "Well, girl, do you, girl? I don't have no marriage bed to decide nothing about." But right now, for my sight, I don't see no booty hole even in the marriage bed. Okay. Mm-mm. I don't see no booty hole. Oh, no booty hole. I don't see no booty hole. I don't see no booty hole. Okay, but anyway. Yes, girl, screwing on the bills. Girl, that'd be safe. That'd be like Scrooge McDuck with his money. You know how he just got exhilarated? You know what I'm saying? By rolling around in his, you know what I'm saying? What was the song? Oh, I forgot the song for the Duck Tales. Woo! And he every day they're out there baking ducktails, paying the bills. Okay, yes. And he jumped in that water and he started wading through that. I mean, that he jumped in that pool of money. He started wading in that pool. Girl, no home. Okay. Oh, that would be awesome, girl. Laying on the bills that we can pay. Okay. Or paying them all and then screwing on top of them. Yeah, there we go. Paying them all and then screwing on top, screwing on top, screwing, DJ screw. Okay, but anyway, back to what I was saying. So, yeah. So, when Baby Boy the other night was talking about the covenant, I was like, damn, folks really, the older I get, everybody has their own mind, their own mindset, their own way of how they done figured out how they're gonna get through this life, child. I would hate for a man to tell me, I I I see you. See, and that's the thing. I see growth and potential from your income and your intelligence that we can do da. But there's no love being spoke of. You don't love me. You're not enticed by me. You know what I'm saying? You're not my cowgirl to take me away. I can't. Are y'all not talking about what this nigga said? Girl, do I need to drop the thing? What do y'all think about what he said? Now, I'm not gonna lie. In my lifetime, hold on. Foreplay, rest and financially secure, turn on. Okay, yes, very much so. Um, the thing is this: in my lifetime, I've had to watch men. I've had to watch men. In Dallas, when I was making money, I had to watch them because these new age Gen X, Gen Millennial, and Zs, these men are literally asking us what we're bringing to the table. This is not just a meme. This is not just a topic of conversation over to the side. This is a real life occurrence that's happening a lot. They are sizing your wallet up. And some of them, too many to even be to feel safe in the world, wouldn't mind living off you mostly. They'll go to work, but they really they'd rather it be more you than them. And got a whole dangling, a whole birthright in this world as a male, resting on the laurels of women. And I've had to watch this. Now, when I first came to Atlanta, I do believe that Maytag left because I didn't have no money. How much money was I making? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, because I don't need nobody adding up my stuff right now. So anyway, when I wasn't making money, when I told you I took a steep pay cut and things were a little bit higher, even though they try to say things are higher in Dallas than Atlanta, it just wasn't true. In the form of entertainment and shit like that, that will wipe you out. And I'm not even somebody to be staying out in these streets. That will wipe you out. And I had a kid. And I had a kid. Okay. So it was single with a kid. I feel like he wanted to gallivant. That's why the girl he got with, she was single with no kids. And They was running all over the United States, running to uh, the Caribbean and the South America and all that shit like that, right? They definitely were doing that. And then when they broke up that first time, and I entered the picture again, and he was telling me just about some shit that he didn't like. He ended up not liking the fact that she spent a lot of money and then would be in debt and trying to clean it back up and stuff like that. But I was like, y'all was running around together. He was like, no, I'm talking about even in town, there's a lot of luxury and moving around and doing this, and I'm at this thing and that thing. And I was like, okay. And I remember him. Maytag was very much a bill payer. I could come into Maytag's house and his bills were organized like on this little thing, right? Um, out. He wouldn't mind me hearing him calling in and making a payment, or getting online and making a payment, or checking his online payment. Okay, they paid that. I'm gonna do this now. Okay, they took it out. I'm gonna do this now. You know what I'm saying? That shit was so sexy to me. So while he was organized, I still didn't like how much he was spending though. He was always a man that lives to pay out is not. It's not a something that I'm looking for. Like a man that's living for to pay a note on some shit, or just to be always paying out. Now, if you didn't paid out, you didn't stacked all this shit. You got this. You got you a new wardrobe in March. You got you some kind of kit on your car in July. Da, da, da. So why September, October, November can't you just be satisfied? Why September, October, November you still paying out, getting something else, getting something else, getting something else? The men need to concentrate on having their own table by themselves. Exactly. The woman's finances should be excess instead to the household. Not that the man is dependent on her dollars for survival. Exactly. Even though he was like, but I have a savings account. I was like, but do you have a savings account that is gonna match up to what you're gonna need? You have a savings account to pay out more. That was what his savings account for. You have a 401k that's nice, but is it going to be enough? And it's nicer than mine, okay? But is it going to be enough when you get older? No. About what he said, love is commitment, not a feeling, right? So commit to growing our relationship, fun and intimacy, and a marriage. I don't like the polarized thinking that it has to be one or the other. Right. Me either, which was very scary. I would like to have a further conversation um, in regards to that, just so I can come back and tell y'all the deeper aspect. Because we were just, chopping it up real quick. You understand completely what he's saying? What the guy from the other night, coach? That's what it is. Okay. Well, tell me how you. Yeah, I know y'all can come on here with an avatar, right? I'd rather talk to y'all. I know it's a soliloquy, but you can jump in my soliloquy if you want to, because this is good talk, sisters, women empowerment. Um, yeah. So I literally have been feeling some kind of way. Like this guy, coach. Remember when we were sitting in the car talking to each other when my phone cut off or the video cut off? It was within probably the first 5, 6 minutes of the conversation. No, I ain't gonna say first 3 to 5 minutes. He asked me, "What do you do?" And then when I was kind of coy about it, he asked me more probing questions. He asked me more probing questions, like the level and how long have you been doing it and da 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 da. And I'm like, okay. Didn't like that, but you're fine. I'll keep talking to you for a minute. Let me see what you're about. I'll go in a couple days to see what you're about. But girl, I did not like that. I really do believe that as a man, you have a birthright. I make it funny. Oh, you got a dangling. No, but I'm really being serious. You are the you run the world. I don't know, maybe as just figureheads, all this women power have you think, oh, we really be doing this. Okay, but whatever. They in the limelight. They the ones making more of the decisions. Okay, so I'm like, no, and in that position, you need to be talking about how long you've been on your job. So I started doing the probing questions on him because you offered to me that you were a teacher. So I at first I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I'm like, you're a teacher. I wasn't feeling that. But then when you start probing my questions, I start making probing questions. And I was like, what do you teach? And he was like, oh, I'm doing PE for the first year this year. So at this point, I'm ready to get my purse and be out. Okay. And then he says, I could have been an administrator because I have a doctorate in this, that, and the other. Now, this is the college he went to. I feel like I've heard this. What y'all know about this? That's the college that he went to for his upper class, uh, higher learning degrees for his master's and doctorate. There we go. I'm sorry. The undergraduate, I forgot what college he went to. All right. So I'm asking. I mean, I could have been, and I was a lead on third grade for years. I thought fifth grade for years, and da da da. Da. Oh, okay, okay. So now you're doing PE. Why? He's like, well, I'm coaching and stuff like that, and I'm just tired of the classroom and these kids. Somebody look up uh PE salary, PE teacher salary, Atlanta. Marriage is hard. I did a 12-year bid. And the man I was with wanted to quote unquote build with my money, but didn't want to quote unquote build his emotional intelligence, intimacy, or our communication. You gotta, yep. And that is how they will come out here and do nowadays. Definitely. Oh, girl, when you said emotional intelligence, intimacy, or our communication, that's it. Okay. India, hey, do how do?
Hey, I can't. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can't stay on long, but I just wanted to say, I understood what Coach was saying, but I feel like in a covenant without love, I don't feel like a woman could ever be comfortable. Well, a woman or man could ever be comfortable in that. Like, I get that it's a contract, and he say, "Oh, well, I would still be faithful and all that," but it's like, well, will you if you don't have that emotional tie?
Right.
Like, I don't know. I don't feel like it would ever be. I don't know. I feel like it's not as good as it sounds. Like, he tried to make it sound good, but nah. Everybody wants both.
Everybody wants both. It's sad when maybe they've had a hard go of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
that's
I'm not gonna
true.
say I've actually considered just doing a we look good on black and white paper type of situation
Yeah.
before. I have considered that, but then I knew better though. I knew better. That was emotion and fear, Um, but I feel as though what we're seeing is what I feel like with Coach. I feel like Coach don't make no money or would like to
Make more money.
make more money, and the only way he can is to link up with somebody else's money. And I think he's leading with that. But I really don't think that the love that him himself would not mind not being loved in a relationship. I think that's just a defense mechanism. Like I need to lead with that because it makes more sense. What you think?
I agree.
Because that's what I was doing when I was considering my black and white covenant.
But I did also hear my friend's mom. Well, she's been married since young, but
Mhm.
she said if you can't marry for love, then marry for
Money.
money. And
That's
in
secure.
so many words, yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard a lot of old head ladies say that. And not trying to talk about the lady, but baby boomer type ladies that say
No,
that type.
she's not that. She's your age. Well,
Oh,
maybe
really?
a few years older.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I mean, and honestly, I guess as you get old, I told shit. I was considering doing it my damn self. See, I don't talk about that situation right there, okay? Because I didn't want to be judged. I've never put a name to this person right here, okay? But Yeah, I really I've considered it too, but I haven't voiced that to like my daughter or to any of the women that I may counsel, like or seek my counsel. Because I feel like it's not right in the end, you
I
know?
think it makes sense for somebody older. I don't think it makes sense for, I don't know. It's complicated.
Older like what? What age?
Like people who have been through certain people who are looking to really like settle down and like not somebody fresh in the workforce still moving up the ladder. I think it
Mhm.
makes more sense to somebody who's more on like the tail end of things, like really trying to settle down, really trying to get set for, the retirement, the end, like get set for
Right.
give me the words.
You
Like
said
trying to,
retirement, like
yeah, like
the
of
ending of
like,
maybe their career, as far as
yeah, the ending of
yeah,
their career, not like starting out, moving up, like you said before, like moving and shaking
yeah,
and stuff like that. I don't think it makes sense for that. I feel like those people should just wait to find what they want. But I feel like after you've been through a lot of relationships and you've been through certain things, and I mean, it's ugly out here, to be honest. So
yeah,
I mean, if you could find you a nice covenant, do that. I mean, because in the grand scheme of things, you can still at least live the lifestyle you want. I guess, if that makes
right.
sense.
Yeah,
And you
and see,
still do have a partner. You're not like lonely. That's like one of my
that's
fears
what I
is
was
like
considering.
dying alone. Like seriously, that's like one of my biggest fears.
But you know what? I think when I was doing that, when I was my mindset on that covenant, and then I actually was able to live with someone that I don't believe loved me the way that I loved him, I could not do a covenant. Because that would be a covenant.
But there's a difference.
You think so?
There's a difference from somebody maybe not being the most in love with you and somebody who treats you bad and drains you. There's a difference.
But wait a minute, a covenant does not guarantee that they're going to treat you bad and drain you.
It can. It's a contract. You can make it whatever you want it to be.
Right, it can, but it doesn't mean that it will though. But my thing is I could not be in nothing that was not fully I felt like you was really in love with me. You know what I'm
But at
saying?
the same time, those feelings could change, so it's never a guarantee. And I'm
Yeah,
learning that in life. Like nothing's ever a guarantee.
right. You're right. You're right. Okay. Okay.
And
So go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
wanted to talk about the tables too. But you can finish what you were saying.
No, go with the tables. I'm cool.
Oh, these men, they want women to be the breadwinners. They don't wanna be, well, they wanna be the heads of household and title, but they don't want the responsibility of that. Hello?
Right. No, I was listening. So yeah, yes, but it's we're in a very much an image based society right now as far as uh a fake it till you make it in the way of like social media and pictures and what we say we are, but we really aren't. It's like living by who you or not living by who we say we are. That happens so much in our society right now. And I've been seeing that a lot of men want to be this good father, da, 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 they want to be seen as that. But when the work is time to do that, you know what I'm saying? Good fathers, good
They
good
can't. They don't
husbands,
want to do it.
they don't want to do the work, not fully. And they want you to understand that. But when there comes a time when you want to be sorry and not do the work fully, then it's a judgment because that's infringing on their full time job. They're full time, not really doing it. So it's like I want to be the only one who's like falling short. Like you know what I'm saying? I want to be the only one who I want to be able to set my pace every day. Your pace needs to be the same to keep us afloat, either emotionally, around the house, financially, whatever. But your pace, woman, needs to be the same to keep us afloat. You can't ever have a down pace day. You can have an up pace and we're gonna work, benefit off that. But the down pace day will then cause me to have to up pace and I don't like that shit.
Exactly. You said it perfectly. You said it perfectly.
Okay.
But it's bad out here. It's real bad.
It is.
I'm like, I don't, and they men get away with it, like, because like you said, they have that birthright, they have that piece, so they can, because there's always going to be a woman willing to sacrifice to deal with it.
Right. So how do we ward off that bullshit? You know what I'm saying?
I don't. I
Because can
don't
we get
know.
them together? Can we find one that's on that tilt and get them together though? And that's what we always try to do, try to build a man, build a bear, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get folks to get, you know what I'm saying,
I feel like
change.
I'm too old for that.
Me too.
Like it's like what did baby doll ask that she changed her name, but she said it the other day. Like when's the time when is it too late to start building a man?
She
Unless you
did
want
that.
to be like some of these women, they go get them a younger guy and build them. But who want to do that?
Yeah, I don't want a younger man anymore.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know what to do because, like I said, there's always going to be somebody. You'll just be out here lonely because, or go to a other because there's always going to be somebody putting up with a trifling. I don't know. There's always going to be somebody to put up with them, so they'll just leave.
Yeah. They will just leave. Just leave. Know that they wasn't 100 and everything and will still leave. And then we'll leave and try to put some shit on your bag. Nah, bitch, just leave
Hmm.
because you whatever you saying, whatever. Or you can say what you want to say. I don't believe it, but go ahead and leave. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But yeah, so yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't It is sad out here, but I try to not be dismayed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just feel like the biggest key is just I don't know, staying strong in your standards and stuff. I don't feel like any of us women should like lower our standards because we think there's nothing out here. Like I feel like you should stick to know what you want and stick to what you want.
Yeah. But sticking to what you want when once that loneliness is a deterrent to sticking to what you want.
Yeah.
Loneliness is almost as bad a bitch as karma.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna drop back down in the chat because I gotta do some work. But
Okay.
this is
Thank
a
you for
really
coming
good talk.
on.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye. Love India. I keep forgetting that she has that little voice like that. Um. Okay. Hold on one second. I'm gonna get to these comments. Somebody else hit the panel. I know how to do it now where I don't have to see nothing. They don't have to see nothing. Okay. So let's get back up here. So if as long as I have my banner up, they don't have to see anything. My male peers are actively seeking wives. They want their money to themselves. I understand what the guy is saying also. Yeah, they want their money to themselves, but that's not the order of things as the head. Even all the riches that kings and queens and stuff bring in, they still have to distribute it amongst the people or they won't be king and queen for long. People don't get it. What y'all know about this thing? Argosy. Okay. Oh, it says devices are not connected. What's going on? Uh, Try to go in and come right back out. Hold on one second. To the person in the back. Oh, I got a private chat. Hold on. Hey. Okay, let me put her in the private chat. Okay. Try to go. Oh, now she's on now. Okay, good, good. Okay, you're in. Hold on. Hey, Miss Matthews.
Hey baby, how you
How you
doing,
been doing?
Chelsea, my
Ooh, the
baby?
voice.
I miss you. I miss you. I miss Georgia. Hi, chat. I know you're like, let's get to the point. But
No,
I
no.
met C in person, so just to speak to her warms my heart, y'all.
Yes,
So
my
bear with Big Mama. But yeah, I miss Georgia. I told you I moved to South Carolina.
right.
Yeah, so I've been here shy of a year now,
Okay.
and anywho, the topic is what? I know I've been typing. What's the topic again, baby? Getting
The
married. Is
love,
that the topic?
yes, the love covenants and real
Yeah,
love.
real love. I know.
Or marriage covenants and real love. Yeah.
Marriage comes real love. Yes, real love is a miracle in and of itself. Trust me. Even in real love, there's problems. As you know, I'm with an older guy. I'm older myself. I'm in my 50s. But so I'm with an older man, and we've had our problems. Usually, it's surrounded with finance. You know what I mean? So I prayed for real love so long, I forgot to pray for finance as well.
Right.
And yeah, pretty much that part. But love still is beautiful. It's not to sound too woo woo, but
Hmm.
it's forever. I really think if it's real, it touches the eternal plane where God is, and
Yeah.
it's just carries out from lifetime to lifetime. I do believe that. I feel it. It's visceral. It's palatable. Um, but it's challenging. It really, really is, and it's extremely challenging if you're with someone who expects you to foot the bill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't
And,
know if that's some newness going on in the world. When men want you to go half. I
yes.
don't know what that is. See, here's it. I gotta be old school. I don't know. It could be the Harlem elders, teaching us back in the days when I was a teenager. And these
Mm-hmm.
women were in their 30s. And I thought that was so far away when you were a teenager.
Right.
Somewhere in their 20s and late 20s, that's still far away if you're a teenager, in Harlem, soaking wisdom. But they used
Right.
to say if you got to split legs, you shouldn't be splitting bills, okay?
Okay.
So that whole half thing is like roommates. And when it gets into that roommate frequency, I don't want to have sex. I barely want to have it at all. So when you deserve it, forgive me. So that's my thing. I think I may be too old school. I like men providing and protecting. I like that frequency. I do.
Me too. Okay, I like that. I like being looked out for and all that. So even like when you said
Mhm,
uh they want you to foot the bill. Sometimes the bill
mhm,
it's not necessarily just finances, but
mhm,
what I'm noticing now is emotions.
mm. They want you to foot the emotional tab wholly.
Yes, like the yeah, like or more so than them. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen this a lot in the last 10 years. And then where have I been in 10 years? Atlanta. So I don't know. It's 27 folks in here. Are y'all seeing it in the places where y'all live?
Mm. Expound. They want you to pick up the emotional tab in what way? Like, see, my husband is in his 70s, so he's definitely old school. I always go older because
Right.
of that whole provide and protect thing.
Hmm.
He was raised by his grandma on a farm, healthy food. Because I read a lot. I am a study addict
Yeah,
from my
we know.
heart, and I read a lot. So it's saying that these GMO foods is changing up the molecular structure of our body or whomever's consuming them, even
Mm,
artificial lotion and things we put on ourselves topically. So internal synthetics, topical synthetics, it's changing allegedly how we think. And if he was raised by a young mother or wasn't really read well, Oprah used to always say, I don't regret not having children because I wasn't mothered well. And that
oh,
was always so profound to me. And I know you're like, well, what is well? Well is relative to whomever is classifying what well is with parenting. But however, if they weren't mothered well, they may want you to pick up the tab emotionally because they don't even know what that is. And
right,
most men need nurture, especially with dealing with this racism, this uptick in racism. It feels like 1922 versus 2022. And the racism now is going to what's called black women too. Who's called black women. So they may be out feeling like they out in the world battling a war. So when they come home, they do want the nurture. And I get that, but
right.
just don't take out on me. What's the saying? It's not us against each other. It's not me and you against one another. It's us against the
The
world. Or
world. Hmm.
let's go at the problem, not each other. That's the new thing. I've been hearing a lot on, I was seeing on social media. I'm like, that makes sense. Why are we going at each other when the whole world is at us? This open enemy.
Right.
I don't want to start sounding like Vicky Dilla and Queen Ahmadiyya Shakur, whom I love. Both those ladies stay on their channels and looking at the stuff with racism. So
Right.
I know when he comes home, he does want to relax. He wants to. Well, mine is older; he's retired. But when he comes in from wherever, the store, whatever he's coming in from, he doesn't want to hear the nagging and the whining and the yelling. Kwame Brown was just talking about that in a recent video, where he says
Mm,
Kwame Brown proposed and she said yes, which is just clickbait because he's about to talk about women. This topic here and relationships and things of that nature.
right.
Um, so I understand they seek us as refuge and a warm place to lay their head and massage their temples in our bosom. I get that, but you have to be in a mode where that is receptive, where that can be administered. If you're attacking me verbally, how can I nurture you? Do you know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. And I'm saying not even okay. So yeah. So the
Mhm.
mothering, the parenthood, the childhood, all that has stuff to do with it, right? And when I
Yes,
say
our
like
foundation.
emotionally fit the bill, yeah.
Hmm.
When I say emotionally fit the bill, it's
Yeah.
like to hold joy, to get to keep yours in check and to help them keep theirs in check. You know what I'm saying? A lot of other stuff that I'm seeing, like just with my homegirls that are married, the
Hmm.
physicalities of marriage in their household sometimes get fucked up. Okay, because if she's keeping the house, all the household chores on them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Wait, he wants you to take out me all the household chores, like taking out the garbage. What do you mean?
No, like I have like a friend,
Hmm.
like when she's moving in new furniture, where's he at?
She calls on you instead of him.
No, 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 no. She
Oh,
hires people, or
wow.
or
It's
or
something with the testosterone. Listen, I'm not defending them.
right.
Look at this homework assignment. If you want to look at the Zaza Ali and Willie D's interview, because I'm a study addict. Some experiment they did with frogs, how to make male frogs effeminate. She speaks to that in that interview. I was like,
Mm,
and then also Dr. Oz, you can't do anymore. My friends back in the days got the transcripts. I think it was free. You just write away to his studio and you ask for the transcripts. I would say alleged, but we're watching the show, so I don't know if they edited it out by now. But back in the day, Dr. Oz did a show on water, and he said when you pour toxins in the ocean or the sea, all the nearby male fish turn female. This is not his opinion. He's a scientist. This is what they're doing to see. I guess this whole gender thing. Spirit help me. I don't want to say too much, but because see, don't have this type of channel. Help me, Lord,
right.
with wanting to, because the yin and yang ancient symbol that's been on the wall in Cairo, Egypt, Kemet, okay, for thousands upon thousands of years, the yin and yang has just a small dot of either color on either side to show you the divine balance of the masculine feminine principles. There's
Mhm.
no blurred lines. These lines are well defined. So you have a little, and even in biology class, women, we have a little testosterone in us, testosterone, how do you pronounce it? And men have a little bit of estrogen. If they're eating things that produce more estrogen in them, like soy, they can get a nutritionist and look that up for themselves.
Mhm.
Things get distorted. Do you know what I mean? And
Right.
not every man is brute and brawn and may not work out or have the muscle or whatever the case may be. But listen, Tanya TKO said years ago when she was doing her when she was a homeless, she was doing the homeless thing in California. It was a series. She called it the Displaced series, something like that. In it, she was in her car, and I never forget it. She looked in the camera and she said, I'm not a major fan of any of these people, but I study again. I study hard." And she
Right.
looked in the camera and she said, "If you talk to men, if you can't protect her, she's not going to want to sleep with you." And that is true. You may give out sympathy panties or, sympathy drawers if you're paying the bills, but you're not going to see him as fuckable if he's not able to protect you. You don't want
Right.
to make him feel bad because you don't know how he was raised or his diet or things of that nature. But some women just rather live alone. If you live with a man who can't protect you or don't want to, or he doesn't have the wherewithal to protect the household or himself, I don't know. But again, I think it's something with the food, allegedly.
You think
Whatever
so?
he's consuming, because allegedly they're very the pale powers and hidden the pale males and hidden powers, whose ancestors hijacked the planet, allegedly, according to study reference Howard Zinn, okay? He's one of
Okay.
their own. Is he gonna lie on them? But they're severely jealous of who's called black people, our genetics. Severely jealous of the alpha black male. His mere genetics, athletes, all that. So they want to control it with sports. We'll control this Negro. So in that jealousy and envy, maybe things are created to make them be more effeminate, so they can feel less envious and jealous of that.
Yeah, I feel like this agenda's working. Yeah.
Yeah, the pales behind the scenes allegedly are very small framed, very thin, pale, pasty men. They don't have the genetics like that. They just don't. Some don't even have it with height, let alone brawn and mass. And if you have billions of dollars, you're very envious of a certain look that you can't buy. Even if you go to the gym, you still won't look like LeBron James. Just to give you an example. So they may envy that look and that. Listen, it's a lot, and if the man is not studied and learned it and know what to eat and take care of his body,
Right.
it's yeah. Chelsea, it's rough out there for the new women And then when she bosses up and becomes masculine because he made fault in that area, he's mad at her. Oh, you acting like a man, and you an angry black woman, and
Mhm.
but she has to protect her children, her household, and her family. So she
Right,
rises to the occasion to do that, and he's upset. So it's rough,
right.
you
So
know.
we were looking up this coach's college
Uh-huh.
that he said he went to, and Nene said that hold on, what did she say? She says my friend got her doctorate from Argosy. She
Hmm.
went to a brick and mortar, but child, I think they closed. So I looked it up.
And what happened?
It's permanently closed.
The school?
Yes.
Mm-mm. But
It
his
says
degree is still valid, though. The degree is valid, right?
we're gonna look. Argosy University was a system for for-profit colleges owned by Dream Center Education Holdings and Education Management Corporation. On
Mm.
February 27th, 2019, the U.S. Department of Education stated that, hold on, say they were cutting off federal funding to Argosy University. According to Insider Higher Education, the Education Department said that the roughly 8,800 students enrolled at Argosy campuses could seek to transfer their credits, okay,
Mhm.
elsewhere or apply for a loan cancellation in the event of their campus shuts down. All Argosy campuses were officially closed on March 8, 2019.
As
Mm.
long as the credits are transferable, that's good.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
they get very, very done. If I can't transfer these credits, that's a problem. And
yeah.
there's private colleges, I can't think of the name of them, don't want government assistance. They're like, look, if you can't pay for our tuition, we don't know what to tell you. We have in-house grants. You want to apply for those? So I don't want to sound too woo-woo because that's not your style and channel, Chelsea.
Okay, okay.
But it's like certain private colleges is like, no, 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 we're not going to be bullied by the government. We're not doing this dance. So they're like, we're going to stay private. If you can't pay our tuition, we have in-house grants. You want scholarships, we can help you, but
Right.
we're not doing the what is it called, the not FICA, what is it called,
FAFSA,
FAFSA,
financial
and all that other
federal
stuff.
aid.
They defacted, they divested, because I don't know if the schools felt bullied. You want to dictate to us what to teach, and we're not doing this. So I don't know if that was Argosi's deal,
Well,
like,
let's look at this. It says in regards to education, students at the Argosy University in Dallas filed a lawsuit in 2009 alleging they believe university recruiters inaccurately informed students that the school would soon receive accreditation from the American Psychological Association. The school had not completed a accreditation process by the time the students graduated. At the time of the lawsuit, Argosy University Dallas had not applied for an APA accreditation. According to a response from Argosy University's parent company, EDMT, accreditation with the APA is not required for clinical psychology licensure in many jurisdictions, including Texas. So they was on some bullshit. And do you notice that when things are written accurately, you can read them better? I just wanted to put that in the atmosphere. I'm not trying to start no. All the periods are in the right spot. All the commas are in the right spot. I'm just saying.
I'm very upset that you have to go at it with grown men. That hurts my heart. And he has female fans that's helping him. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah,
But
they're going
again,
for
I
this
don't want
one.
you to be dissuaded about the quantity of people and he's always mentioning your numbers as if, what do we chop liver? I wouldn't care if you had 3 daggone subbies. If they're loyal and they love
Yep.
you and you got you in a heart, that is priceless. That is priceless.
Listen, Miss
No,
Matthew, and
we
is
care about you and
loyal.
Brookie.
They
We
are
care
loyal.
about y'all. I hate that somebody's always going at your numbers as if we're chopped liver.
Right.
What if she had 7 people that love her? Who gives a shit that you got more numbers? It's just junior high school. Every enemy you have on the social media streets always go at your numbers.
Yeah.
Like the people you have is chopped liver. That is some bullshit.
Okay.
That is straight up bullshit. I can't.
Idiot.
So what? You have
Oh.
more numbers. But I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe it's the world we're in where numbers matter. No, quality matter.
Right.
Quality matter. Okay, we love her. We do. I'm not saying
I
that
love
his
you too.
stubbies don't love him, but no, you get gifts in the mail. People love you.
Yeah.
I hope you don't fall victim to the numbers game, with trying to
I
make you feel
don't.
bad behind that
And see, I
bullshit.
don't even do the same thing. You don't say yes. I might
I
cuss y'all
wouldn't
out here
care
and
if
there.
you did. That is a major argument with beef. Oh, you
Yeah.
don't have that many people. But the ones I do have are quality people. What the fuck is
Yeah.
your point?
Yep, you're right. And don't
Oh,
move and
go
sway with
ahead.
the day. Hmm.
Yeah,
So,
baby. Go ahead, continue.
okay, so that was just with the coach. I just want to say I did look up an average salary for a PE teacher. Now I didn't say no years or nothing, and it was $48,000. I can't believe they be uh paying these people this type of money.
Whoa. Mm. Well, it is inflation. Is the cost of life, the cost of living, not life mercy, the cost of living thingy when it goes up, they get a raise. Is it that? Not
I
sure.
don't know what the deal is. Okay, hold on. The average salary for physical education teachers in Georgia is around 49. I need to put Atlanta 49,510. Okay, salaries typically start from 18,000 to 77,000.
Uh-huh.
Mm. Hope
Well,
maybe
that's
with all
that's
his
that's
time, he
what
probably 77. Okay.
uh-huh,
Which you still need to get in a covenant at 77, okay? I'll be honest with you.
uh-huh.
You still need another person at 77. Well, 77 and by yourself, maybe not. Maybe that's cute. Let me not say that. That's not cute. That's a decent salary.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they're saying in Atlanta from 29,000 to 114 with a median salary of 59,000. Okay. So, and I think with the time that he's probably up in I'll say the 60s, maybe, yeah, 60s. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, so of course he probably is looking for some stability and stuff like that. And what I get from men and what he was telling me in Atlanta, he said a lot of women that they run into may have the house, the car, the degrees, the job, but their standards are on another level usually, or they're so broken. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
thank you so much for the cash app. Thank you so much, L'Oreal.
Oh, Media.
You been a hard week. Watch
Blessings
the
be.
replay. Thank you. It's been a hard week. Watch the replays. It's so good. I'm so glad that you came through, L'Oreal. Thank you so much for the cash app. Um, it is crazy because at the same time, they'll say that. So most of the time they usually
Media.
dating like the younger girl that's kind of like goofy or ratchet or something like that. And I'm just like, so we got to take y'all who have recovered from the
Sure.
penitentiary, okay? You recovering from all these fucking kids you done had.
Mm.
You finally realize, oh, I might make it past 30 years old. Coming
Mm.
out of thug life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can't deal with a motherfucker that want you to maybe rise to her standards a little bit. I mean, he's saying you got to change your whole self, or it's
Mm-hmm.
broken in certain ways. And
Yeah,
y'all
it
motherfuckers,
lessens the beef.
y'all bringing the pieces. We bringing the pieces, bitch. Let's start gluing. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So let's look. Okay. Okay. So Nene says alternately, is it possible that he was vetting you to see if you would be so far above him in career salary that you'd reject him, or he wouldn't be able to feel like a provider? Mm. Okay. So I'm betting him for A, and he's betting me for B. Oh, okay. Okay. Why he's thinking, okay, maybe she might be too up. And then I'm looking at him like maybe he might be too down. That's why more conversation will be needed.
It just to me it could quell a lot of beef. Like if you're not arguing about finances in your union, that can really help a great deal.
Yeah.
In my and not that he has to be a millionaire or make more, but
Right.
thank you, Papa. They only had one.
That's all that Dollar Tree had.
Oh, Dollar Tree got those. No, they only had one. That's the
Yeah.
last one they had.
So I was lucky to get that one. I guess.
Thank you, Papa.
I don't know if you want to use the center
Uh-huh.
one, but I went over to Rose and I thought maybe they had them over there, but they only had center.
No, they sell out so quick. That's fine. Thank you, babe. I'm on a call with C. Remember C?
What?
Remember C Minted Chelsea? Remember
I came by.
when I was doing the jewelry thing?
Oh,
And you didn't want me to do it because you were saying it was like the honeymooners when Ralph always have no ideas and Alice don't want to be bothered with the money, and you made me cry. I was embarrassed. We're talking about love, finances, money. Stop it, Daddy. Thank you. Maybe. See, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You just got me from the store. Anyway, what's up with your jewelry? Oh Lord, you got a whole other topic. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. I need to start selling it. I keep saying I'm gonna come back on here and sell it again.
You got it in the
Um,
house?
yeah, I still got a lot. I got a lot.
Yeah, go through it. I got rid of mine, what was in the house and stuff. So I don't have it. I may have 3 pieces I keep for myself. But
Okay.
yeah, I'll buy some if you got some in the house. You just want to get rid of what you got left?
Yeah. I'm gonna get on here and start selling it again. Oh, girl, it's a gang of stuff. Y'all gonna have a lot of stuff to pick from.
Cool, cool. All
I got
right.
like 6 drawers full of jewelry. Hmm.
Oh, my 6 drawers. Yeah, sometimes you forget it's there.
Yeah, I need to stop forgetting though. But okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start selling it, and that'll be my extra little bit for the that I need for my tummy tuck because I'm almost there. I'm almost.
No, you're gonna no. You're gonna go into the no. See, you look
Oh,
fine.
oh no, 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 no. We're gonna get this stomach right on off.
Oh, see.
Can
See,
I
I
go
think
off
you
topic?
look good. Do you think you're hard on yourself? See, I really think you look good. But
Thank you.
I know when the little. You're not gonna do the little Kim. You're not. We thought little Kim looked fine in the beginning. You're not like there where we think you look good. But see, I know you're grown. You're gonna do what you want to
Yeah.
do. But you're not mentally in your headspace like that, are you?
No, girl, and I ain't got them finances to even do it if I was.
Oh
Shit,
my
I'm struggling trying to get the money up for a tummy tuck. I, look. I keep telling y'all, I live paycheck to paycheck too. You know what I'm saying?
God, baby.
I
That's
literally
look
do.
good to me. You look
I
good,
literally
slim. You
do.
look good, plump. You look good.
Thank you. That's what my homegirl was telling me the other day. She said, "You always
But
carry
I would pay for your hips
your
and
weight
booty.
well."
You have enough hips and booty natural. Don't name some of them. And I seen you in person. This ain't no through
Yeah.
the screen nothing. I'm like, you look fine. But again,
No,
it's the
I've lost a lot
side.
of weight since you seen me. I was at my heaviest the last time you saw me over at T's house.
And you look good. Do you see? To
Ooh, I
me,
was
you
cute.
did.
I
Look,
look at our picture, all of us sitting out on her deck, and I'm like, or standing out on her deck. I'm
yeah.
like, I don't know where I was in life, working
That's
too
that
much.
Virgo moon of yours that make you so hard on yourself.
Yeah,
Very critical sign, Virgo, but to themselves as well. I
yeah.
don't. One day, if you want to do an astrology thing, we'll sit here and talk about that. But yeah, I'm like that's a Virgo moon. Even though Little Kim is a Cancer, but never mind. We'll save it for your astrology set if you want to do that and invite me on. Because I'm like, it's just overly critical on yourself. Anyway,
Right.
and on with the love and marriage thing. Go on, baby. I'm ready to sing that song. What the Bundys? Who's that song?
Yeah, love and marriage. Yeah, we're going back to it. But listen,
Yes.
somebody's asking, do you still do your channel? Do you still do your channel?
Who me? Wanda Wisdom? No, they shut me down. Those sons of biscuit eaters. But it's there, but it's mute. If I would have uploaded a video on Wanda Wisdom, it'd
Hmm.
be mute. Thank goodness I saved it to my hard drive. But I had no emails, no warnings, no strikes. They just muted the channel. It wasn't even that popular. It was very cute, just me. And I had 200 subbies. Again, you ain't shaming me with those numbers, so they were sweet. And they would
Okay.
give me little Patreons and little things. Oh God, I love my subbies. I miss them. But no, I don't even know what I said that made YouTube move. Girl, mute those. And I want to do the start a new one. I don't have the energy. And I started that one for astrology. So I got all 12 signs up there. That was what motivated me to give my take on all 12 signs. And I said, well, let me just review some shows. Power was, I don't watch it no more, but I was into Power. I said, very small. I didn't even think the YouTube entities would even notice me.
Yeah.
The last video was giving you very what? Mute. Sons of
Hmm.
biscuits. Yes, I don't have the energy to start a new one. Hell no.
Oh, you should rethink that.
No, I ain't fighting with YouTube. And they don't even tell you what you did wrong.
Yeah, that's a.
You
It's
didn't
hard
have
to work for you too.
your
It's
other
hard to work for you
channel.
too because you are work.
Did they
Yeah,
mute your other channel, see? Or this is your third or your second channel?
this is my third, right? Oh, this is okay. This one is my main channel. Then I have a backup, and then I have a family channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you got tight jeans. Is that so
Girl, I wasn't trying to tell my business. I don't want ignorant
shit.
bitches on my shit. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
sorry. Ooh, yikes. Forgive me. Forgive me.
Hold
No, because
on.
I was going to go over there and check out any updates. You know I will.
Oh, ain't no updates over there.
Okay. All right.
And like we ain't been on that channel for years, but hold on, let me get
Mhm.
over here. I'm gonna have to take it down real quick. Hold on one second.
Hi, India.
So what was I finna say to y'all?
I love and marriage.
Okay, yeah, so India was asking, I thought he was a coach. So how much extra do they get to coach? You never know.
Tashina Arnold's marriage just ended, divorce settled at 6 years later, and he's I don't know if
Wow.
he still is a coach for Queens St. John's University basketball coach of her study, and I'm like, why it took 6 years? Because he was trying to get at her coin allegedly. Tashina Arnold, the
Mm.
actress, yeah.
I know that
I
you
was so
never
through
see
with
him.
her
You just
talking
see
about
him
we're
in
the reason black men are effeminate. But I think the Illuminati made her say that. Yeah, trying to get salt and pepper. Her marriage took 4 years to end. She said that herself.
mm,
Sometimes sometimes yeah, some coaches. I don't know. You know what it is? I think it's also even if they make good money, you ain't gonna just have an easy divorce for me. It could be one of those things too. You never know.
right.
Hmm.
So what was I gonna say to you?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. So let me see what she was saying about the coach. Yeah, so yeah, he's a coach. I know they make extra money too about that. Let me get up back up here to the top real quick. Yes, sweet Polly. They want women to have their own. You know what I'm saying? That's what that INDEPEDENT song, whatever. Independent. I don't think I spelled that right.
Neo got a song with that shit. Was it Jamie Foxx? Somebody got a song.
She
She has
got
a.
her own? Yeah.
I got my own pussy too, and I keep it to myself. How about that shit?
Okay.
Fuck. Don't
Um,
ask me for my honey, and I won't ask you for your money.
okay.
I don't give a fuck how you frame it, paint it. I don't give a shit. I'm not even dick driven. That's another thing. When they pressuring you for sex, and I ain't pressuring you for a goddamn thing. I just, oh, child, jeez. I
I'm in
just,
Sweet Polly says, I'm in New York City, the rent is high. If you love your man, you may want to help out. Let him pay the big bills, you do the little ones. Oh yeah, absolutely.
no, it's
I'm
cute if we have that kind of rapport. Just don't expect pussy all the time. Because if I got to go to work, and I'm a native New Yorker, the commute itself could be work. If you got to take the bus and train to get into the city to go to work, and then that is an adventure. You got to take the bus and then the job politics, the water cooler, the bullshit. You got to stroke your boss's ego. Then he wants you to come home and stroke his damn ego and his fucking loins, nigga. I don't have the energy to kiss your ass too and help pay the bills. Shit,
Sweet
now.
Polly, Sweet Polly says, "What's mine's is mine's. What's his is ours. Golden rule with minor adjustments for modern times." Yeah, I hear you.
No, I don't mind
Exactly like
helping. If he that dude that's not pressuring me for nothing. Yeah.
right. Hold on. Exactly. India says exactly like what TDJ says. We're not acting like a man. We're handling business. Exactly.
We have no
That's
other
exactly what it is.
choice.
Like, but they don't see it as that. They say, "Oh, you trying to act like us? You trying to be too domineering and stuff." Oh, look at
Masculine,
body
yeah.
blogger.
So it's a
Yeah.
damned if you do and a
Mhm.
damned if you don't.
Wait, body
Yeah,
blogger
just
said,
be
"Oh lordy,
happy.
not this
Find your
topic
sanity and
again."
be happy. Mhm.
Right. Body blogger says, "Oh lordy, not this topic again. I remember you chewed my head off last time. You can come on and speak. Let me put it down there if you want to say something, body."
Yeah, I mute myself. I'm going to the kitchen for a minute anyway. I'm
Yeah, so I
parched.
just feel like I want it all. And we say a lot of times that God will give us the desires of our hearts. And I was saying that yesterday, and my friend, she's really, 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 really Bible based. And the both of them are very much so. And they were like, but see, the thing about it is that a lot of us have it wrong with that scripture. The what it is that when you set your heart on God and when you set your heart on Christ and you're living for Him and you're trying to do trying to be as Christ like as possible and you're developing that relationship, He will give you your desires. He will be the orchestrator of your actual desires, and then will give them to you. So a lot of us think, well, we want this. Okay, these are my desires, but that's not actually what was really meant in the text. It was more so meant that when you're in line with God, He will give you those desires that He will have for you, that He's gonna fulfill for you. And girl, that blew my mind. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that's why a lot of us are so unhappy now, because we're not aligned up for Him to give us the desires because they coming from Him. And if we ain't aligned up, we're not gonna get it from Him. If you're not in His line, we're not gonna get it. And you keep saying, I don't know where God is. Girl, that just took me on a whole nother level. Is Nene in the room? I want to ask her what she thought about that one. Come here, India. India says they want us to have our own, but they'll eat our table and pop our hands if we reach for theirs. Then we're not submissive enough. It's 50-50, right? Right. So I'm telling you, I do not like 50-50 at all. Even and I've only had 2 live-ins. That's with Brooklyn's dad and then my ex production. Brooklyn's dad, we were young. He didn't have no money to shit. He paid a little bit here and there. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really have money like that. He did for the baby and he put in for the house. But I think that I did more because I had an actual. I mean, he had an actual job and he was going to school. I was going to school and I went to a job in the summertime, an internship in the summertime. But the money I made in the summer would take me throughout the whole year. Now, in regards to production, I did line out all my bills and then we did cut it in half. And then he just gave extra every month. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I was feeling some kind of way too, and I was gonna say something, but when the first time he paid, it was extra. I was like, oh, and then it became a habit, and I was like, okay. And I felt like that was him being like a man. I was satisfied with that. You know what I'm saying? I was definitely satisfied with that. So yeah. I definitely was kind of like, and then like even when I've gone on dates before and stuff like that, and dudes want to go Dutch, I don't see them again. Now we might go Dutch after the third time we done went out, second time we done went out, especially if the first 2 times it was a gang of folks. I mean, a gang of money. You know, it costs money. I like to eat nice. I like to eat nicely. So then, okay, go Dutch. Then, as we go along, I'll pay. I might pay for the whole thing by the third date, but not every time. Because again, it's beauty. It's perks in being a man and it's perks in being a woman. I hate this mindset. What's mine is mine. What's yours is ours. That type of mindset is really what turning men off. I just believe you should do what works best for your relationship. Yeah, but when you're thinking about what works best for your relationship, you also need to think about nature. That's how I feel. I feel you just need to think about nature. Okay, like we're gonna come together, but you're not gonna eat off me. Okay, if we come together and because I'm a woman, but as a man we come together and your family, you should be okay for your family to eat off you. I'm never ever gonna be a succubus. Never have been, never will be. You can't find not one dude, whether he mad at me, can't stand me or nothing, that will ever, ever, ever call me a succubus. And that's different. That's different than than just sitting in your womanhood. Succubuses are the type of women that you would say, gold digger, or she just looking for a nigga to take care of her, and that's not me. I'm looking for a man to honor and cherish. What do men being lead with what? Their position in society, their penis, and their money. So bring it. That's my thought on that. Bring it then. I see ain't nobody saying that. I don't see no more comments on that after that. That's real talk. You know, I love me some L'Oreal. She gonna always come by and drop out the blue. I'll be like, thank you. I appreciate it so much. I feel like, is this girl's phone? Somebody hack her phone? Hold on, somebody texting me about something. Okay. I thought a succubus is what Bobby Brown described in his memoir when you are asleep and a female spirit entity comes to have sex with you. Yeah, that's what it is like as far as text. Did you mean in a figurative sense? Yes. Oh, okay. Hold on. Hold on one second. She just told me what it was. I don't know if she know what she doing. Hold on, let me see if I can. Where's she at? There she is. Um, there we go. How can we fully be in our womanhood if we are carrying 50% of the finances? Exactly. That's why I said nature. I believe if a woman wants half the power, they should share the responsibilities. You go first. All right, let's see who this is. Good afternoon. How are you? Welcome to Properly Bonafide panel on love and marriage. What is it? Contracts, covenants. Mister, how are you? What is going on there? What is this? Girl, the people, I think they're trying to porn bomb me. Remove. Remove. How do I remove this? Yes, honey. Oh my gosh, I can't even remove. How the fuck do I remove? Banned from the studio, bitch. Oh, that sucks. You gotta do. Okay, good. Bye. Okay, cool. Girl, they was really doing too much back here. I don't even want to go. They were trying to porn bomb me, bitch. No, indeed. Y'all ain't come from my channel. Any adult male that's looking for a woman to physically take care of him while he's able-bodied seem to be easily turned off by anything. Any adult male that's looking for a woman to physically take care of him while he's able-bodied seems to be easily turned off by anything, minor or major. But yes, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still trying to figure this out. Like, I hope they don't do that to my channel because I did not show it. Did y'all see anything? Because all I could see it, I was trying to delete it, remove it, but it wouldn't remove. Any adult male that's looking for a woman to physically take care of him while he's able-bodied seems to be easily turned off by anything, minor or major, right? But yes, do what works for both in any union. Okay. It was some mess. I don't know if it's actually porn bomb, but it looked like skin and it was being, I don't know. I don't know what was going on. We don't want half the power though. We have been forced to take on the head of the household. Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, I don't want half the power. The man is made bigger and stronger for a reason. I don't think many women don't want that, but they don't want to be lorded over either. Okay? Especially as the decline in male, that's black and white, black and otherwise, is rapidly on the decline of masculinity is rapidly on the rise. The man is made bigger and stronger for a reason. My job is to nurture. His is to protect and provide. 30 years married. Okay. It said, ooh, ooh, good thing you checked first. Hell yeah. Now I may give some latitude for this. Per biologically, wait, per biological, per bi, per bi, I'm crazy as hell. Per biology class, a man in his sexual prime during his 20s, a man in her 40s. Yes, honey, because I'm like, oh, I need to find me somebody I need to fall in love so I can do. You know what I'm saying? So when this type of May December romance forms, if she wants to fiscally take care of him, that's her choice. But again, what works for both when neither feels used is cool. Have fun. Okay. Nothing was on the screen. Okay, I'll be fine. Good, good. Okay. No, I didn't see anything from the front screen. Good, thank you. Yes, it's rapidly on the decline. Rainbow flower. I feel like gold digger is a term men made up to use for them not wanting to do anything for you. Right, 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 right. Now we still have men out here that will do, but girl, it be under all these contracts. Have y'all noticed? It be all these concessions and highlighted sections and addendums and all that stuff to it. You know, I don't want none of that Hennessy no more. It was I don't know if it was the Hennessy or not, cause my mouth is. Ugh. Yes, now they put it down there for you to come on. I'm telling you, these men these days act like they paying a mortgage. If y'all go to a nice dinner, it's a mess. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 I mean, cause like I was talking to Chef about going out, when we get here, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll be on vacation." I was like, "Yeah, I would tell folks Papa Do's. I go to Papa Do's my damn self." So my thing is this: I feel like if I go to Papa Do's my damn self, right? Study chlorella, and the other green one, it begins with an S, or something. I think I've heard of it. Its name escapes me now, but don't take two in the same setting. Very healthy. I mix it sometimes in smoothies or just water. Okay, thank you. Okay, so sometimes, oh, my thing is if I can do it myself, and I do it myself often, and I say this is where I want to eat, and then you like, ooh, you doing a lot. I'm gonna move on. Is what they call it. I'm gonna move on. Okay. You constantly have women on IG talking about he needs to pay my rent, buy me a Birkin, pay for me and my homegirls to eat and drink. You need to buy it for yourself. Yeah, that's why I did. Well, you put that in there just when I said it. I'm not that girl, and a lot of us are really not that girl. But a cute little piece of bag here and there is nice though. Not all the time, and it ain't gotta be no damn Birkin for most women. For the majority of women, it ain't gotta be no damn. For the majority of black women, you can do Michael Kors. Now, not me. Now, I didn't. I hadn't told my ex that I wasn't into Michael Kors when he bought me my Michael Kors. Okay, but it ended up really being very much my buddy. Yeah, I think it was Spirit. I was thinking Spirulina too. Yeah. Um, it really is my buddy. That's my shit. Like so at first, I was like, "Oh damn, I should have told my I don't want to be no Michael Kors girl," because to me, like the ratchets have Michael Kors, right? A lot of the ratchets, or and Michael Kors can be very boring. But this was a backpack purse, and it really helps a lot. I love it. I don't want the hell out. It's starting to the damn straps are starting to fray, so I end up really liking it. Spirulina, that's the name. Okay, yep. Here's India. Hey, India.
Hey, could you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to say one more thing.
Girl, go ahead.
These these men, it goes both ways. A lot of these women, they look on Instagram and I want this rapper, I want this rich guy, all that kind of stuff. But that's not really realistic for the everyday people. And also, with on the flip side, with the men, they see those girls on Instagram, and despite what they say, they want those girls, and that's what those girls want. Period. They don't care. They want you to spend. Like
True.
you can't um You can't want a certain type and then complain when they made their expectations clear from the jump.
Yeah.
Like, you see these girls on Instagram and they want Birkins and this and that. Well, they are with guys that don't mind providing that.
Right. That don't mind providing that. And if they told you that off the rip, just like men will say, well, I told you from the beginning that it's like this with me. Well, if they told you and that's the type you're going to see, the thing about it is you think that they shouldn't be asking for that, but that you should be asking for whatever you want from them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I
So,
just feel like people need to reevaluate what
yeah.
they want, maybe not be so disillusioned, if that's the right word, by Instagram and stuff, because that's make believe. Me and my friend have this talk all the time. I'm like, that's smoking mirrors, that's make believe. Even when you see the stuff some people in your own city post, and you know those people in real life, it's a lot of smoking mirrors, it's a lot of lies, it's a lot of illusion. So I think people, I know in my age group, so I'm like early, like I'm 30. So I know in my age group, like a lot of my age group are like disillusioned by that. And I know it's even worse for like Brooklyn's age. Like you're in high school thinking you should have a $10,000 Birkin, or however a Birkin costs as much as a house.
A
You never
Birkin?
even had a job.
I thought a Birkin is like $40,000.
And up from there.
Oh, okay. Okay, I don't know.
But yeah, it goes up from there. There's some that are like a lot more expensive. But yeah, I think people need to kind of get back to the real world. Like your everyday corporate woman, I mean, she might want nice things, but like you said, first of all, Papa Do's is a nice restaurant, but it's not. I mean, that shouldn't be that shouldn't be out of
Yeah,
nobody's like reach. Like, come on, like that's not. Oh, you think you're like you said, you go on a regular.
yeah. It's not the
But
creme
a
de la
guy will
creme.
make you feel like you're asking for too much. Like I don't know,
Right.
it's confusing.
It's not the creme de la creme, but it is getting a little pricey nowadays. Like I told
Yeah,
you, gas.
it's not cheap. It ain't Applebee's or Real Lobster.
I ain't going to no Applebee's. Okay, hold on. Stay on while we look at what body time out. Rainbow Flower says men act like they work for you when they go to a job, but they need to work to have a roof over their head for themselves anyway. Yeah, she said they act like they going into the job working for you, but they need to have a roof over their head anyway. They do be acting like that. Oh, they do it. Don't stress me out when I get home. What's the stress? Shit is still shit. They got to be done when you come home, bitch. When you come home, it's still shit that got to be done. Home. I'm not bringing no motherfucking stress to your fucking life. Just like you went
But
to
want
work,
you to come home and cook dinner, take care of the
yeah,
kid. Like,
and still be
don't get me
jovial.
started.
And still be jovial. But when it's time for them to do some shit, now you just stress them the fuck out. That shit pisses me off.
They don't even cut grass. They don't even. Man, you gotta hire people for everything. They don't cut grass. They don't fix clogged drains. They don't. Man, please.
They don't have no house skills like folks did in the back. See, my daddy knew how to
But
do
talk
stuff.
about spending money.
Right. My daddy knew how to do stuff, but he was very much so it would be jacked a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But he had the money to hire people. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't tripping about it. See, these niggas nowadays don't have the skill nor the skrilla, okay, to get the damn shit, get shit fixed and stuff like that. Now I don't readily date niggas that don't have no kind of handiness or don't have money to do things. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't encountered that recently, like in the last 5 years. But before that, and in my 20s, oh my gosh, these niggas were so trifling and confused. I'm like, damn, you don't even know. I tell the story about how when my mom and dad moved me and my baby daddy into our new apartment from one apartment to the other one, and he was hanging up this picture. The way he was swinging that hammer, it looked like less than a girl. It looked like a little boy or a little girl. You know what I'm saying? Like in second grade, it was like not firm. His wrist was weird. He was hitting it from the side. He didn't know what to do to put it at an angle so he could hang the thing. It was so embarrassing. And my mom and dad didn't say anything to me until like later on we were breaking up. And I told her, right, right. And I was like, I remember when he was doing that picture and I was so embarrassed. And my mom was like, girl, I did not want to. I just looked and I saw how your mouth had dropped. She said, I didn't even say nothing. And my daddy was like, I was looking at him like, ooh, this nigga sorry. I said, right. It
Oh
had to be
man.
asked. It had to be asked to do the shit. Now, anybody in my recent, They've been handy or they had the money to get shit fixed. And that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? In the last 5 years, so that's what's his name? What's that boy name? Maytag. Maytag was very handy. Maytag was very, but that nigga will put some, that nigga will build some shit with wood. Do you hear me? Maytag was very handy and still is. Um, what rum and coke is handy, and production was handy. Yeah, and all three of them had the money that if they wasn't handy, they could get the shit done. Okay. So no, he doesn't need to pay my rent if he doesn't live with me. But if there's most of the time eating, sleeping, etc., he can contribute to it. But that's something I voice not to him, not on IG. Right. So listen here. So body vlogger, I want to get your thought on this. So when me this is one time I used to go out of town, y'all remember all the time for my old job. And so I would be out of town all the time. Well, it was still at a point because it was Atlanta. I wasn't familiar with Atlanta like that, and Brooklyn was just 12. That I would still send her to somebody to watch her while I was gone. But I also paid. Well, it was one time where I had kept going so many times, like in a time period, and then Valentine's Day just came out. I had got him something for Valentine's Day. He had did me something for Valentine's Day too. And we had just got back from New Orleans. And I had contributed to that trip that me and him went to, right? So when I get back from my job trip, I tell him I was gonna pay old girl $150 who watched Brooklyn for the week, right? And he was like, okay. I said, but I really don't have the money. I don't have it to spare. You know what I'm saying? Can you do it? He was like, well, I just bought you a dress for Valentine's Day. I can take the dress back and get the money and pay her.
See,
And I felt some kind of way about that. Because I know you had $150 to help me out.
you know what gets me? Yeah, that's what gets me is when they do have it and won't do it for you. But another thing that gets me is like you said, like, and I'm the same way. Like we're working women, like we have our own, and in my opinion, don't ask for much. So it's like when we do ask for something, and they act like it's a problem, it's like, but wait, because that gold digger stuff don't apply,
Right.
because they make you start paying for stuff out the gate. But I don't even ask you for hardly nothing, and then when I do ask, it's a problem, and it's really a problem because you do have it to give. You'll go spend it at the bar, but when I ask for it for something, it's a problem.
Right.
Or you got to take back my gift to give me the money. Like I don't like stuff like that.
Me either. And I really don't think I was being a gold digger asking him to help me out. Me and you was looking at apartments together, this, that, and the other. We're at the level where you can help me out with $150. What y'all think about that? Let me ask. Oh, okay. We heard what India said. What y'all think about it? In a good life for myself. I'm in a good life for myself. And so if you as a man cannot enhance it, what you here for? And a
I
woman enhancing too. Yeah. Hi, Chelsea. Do you think it's because men are just different? My husband wanted me to be happy and not say anything negative. He didn't like drama. I don't like that shit. You always got to be happy and perky. Oh my gosh, I can totally identify with that bird choice. Oh my gosh, I've experienced that several times where, like I just said it earlier, like they can be low on something, but you got on emotions and stuff and emotional intelligence, emotional capability, all that stuff. But you got to keep yours steady to monitor and keep his at a decent level, and then also to keep yours, and also he wants yours to be staying at a decent level. I can't stand that. This might sound mean. I don't try to date women with kids. However, I see where he's coming from because he's not the father and you don't know his finances. I did know his finances. We talked a lot about financing. That's why I asked him. I knew he had 150. He probably spent a lot. He spent $115 on a dress from Banana Republic that I wanted in February. That in March, I was asking him for $150. Okay. So it's a trip. You know what I'm saying? I feel like whether he's the father or not. You talking about getting married to her mother. You damn sure talking about moving in, us getting an apartment together. So what? Hello? You're helping me. You seen what the daddy was like when he came to the basketball game and he acted all stupid. Yeah. But back to old boy who said he don't. Body blogger said he don't try to date women with kids. I'm feeling that now as a woman that had a kid. I felt slighted when men would say that back in the day. But now that I'm out here and I'm free, and them ain't my kids, I kind of feel them now. Sometimes you got to get in the predicament. What do you think, India?
I don't mind. It depends on the situation. I'm not going into no situation where there's drama, but I have dated guys to where their situation was under control. Obviously, I don't date guys with small kids. Um, like if they're a toddler or younger. I don't know. A guy told me never mess with a guy who has like a toddler or younger because
Yeah,
they still deal with the mom. So just don't even do it. But
I don't fool with it.
the
But
only guys I've dealt with, they have been guys who were actually active fathers. I don't know, it complicates it because they're like super active, so it's like their kids was always with them or always like on the phone with them and stuff like that. But they didn't have no baby mama drama because I'm not dealing with that. I don't want no parts.
yeah, I'm not with the little kids at all. Even this guy with the 2 5-year-olds, that's a lot.
That's young.
I don't think that's even, and it's two of them. I don't think it's gonna work, honestly.
Yeah, those are babies still.
Yeah. So King of Kampala says anger and attitude kills the bedroom vibe. But King, what about you asking your man, "Hey, can you help me with the babysitter?" And it's $150, and he tell you I can take back your dress that I bought you for Valentine's Day last month, and here it is in March. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even say, "Well, can I got 100 or da da da." You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying?
And most of the time, I've heard from guys and females that when dealing with a woman that have kids, that like babysitters and stuff almost accounts for the cost. Like if they're with the father, okay, and they're with the father or they're with whoever, okay, fine. But like if you want to date her and she has to pay a babysitter, that's a cost of dating her. That's part of the date.
Right. Well,
And if the
okay,
guy has a problem with that, that's a red flag, in my opinion.
right.
Because
So like
A child's not going nowhere.
at all, okay? And I don't know. I just when I look at that type of stuff, I just feel like you're not long haul. You know what I'm saying? You're not long haul when you're doing that type of shit. You're not the type of
Yeah,
man I want to deal with, huh?
exactly, because like I said, a kid's not going anywhere. So it's like if you have a problem with this 150, what is it going to be like when how do you want to marry when you marry a person, male or female, and they have children, you kind of take on you take on their kids. So if you don't want to pay for a babysitter now,
Right.
I mean, how does that work? If y'all were to be married, you can't ask him for nothing in regards to your child because that's not his child.
Right. But now
That
so
don't make
I didn't
sense.
ask I only would ask for uh what do you call it? Babysitting money when Brooklyn was little, like a little child, when the dude was monopolizing my time.
But that's my point, though, and that's
Yeah.
my point. If a man is really interested in you and he really sees a future with you,
Yeah.
how is him paying for something as small as a babysitter? It's not like you asking him to buy school clothes or something.
See, and back
But
in the day, you could be gone all night on $20 for a babysitter. You know what I'm saying? Back in Brooklyn's day, I mean,
yeah, so it's like if he has a problem with something that small, how is it going to be? How does that man really want to take on you and your child and be your husband? That doesn't make sense. That's a red flag.
right, right,
Especially when you said this wasn't a first date. You were dating this guy.
yeah, we was at 7 months.
So
Is that too
I
much?
personally wouldn't want to deal with him after, personally.
Well, he was gone afterwards. He gave me the money and then he texted me that he wanted to break up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe he realized that he really didn't want to deal
that's
with the kids or something.
that's what he told me. He said I really don't want a ready-made family. But then 3 years later, he fucking with a bitch with kids, with one son who is younger than mine was when he was dating me. But that's how it be sometimes. I guess I don't know. But anyway, um, So this man right here, King of Kampala, talking about we can always get you a new dress, Ma. No, fuck that shit. That's some bullshit. That dress probably wasn't even in there by the time you get me a new one. Listen, that's some bullshit, King of Kampala. Y'all niggas need to get y'all weight up. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Now, if we out here getting these degrees and stuff to where we can make our money and we doing things, y'all niggas need to get y'all weight up. It's serious. It's serious. These niggas seriously need to get their weight up. When I look at a lot of the guys I deal with, I'm like, you not deal with that, run into, you really need to get your weight up, dog. Like you sitting around in complacency. And I'm supposed to be excited by complacency. I don't think so. Also, there's women who go on dates and order extra food and expect the guy to pay for the kids' food. Now, I don't do that. I don't do that. That dude I went on a date with in November when we had just left Papados and we went to his homeboy restaurant. I was like, I'm not hungry. He was like, well, take it home to your daughter because he wanted me to try the dude's friend, his friend's food. He was like, just get whatever you want and take it home to your daughter. Y'all can eat off of it. I was like, okay, bitch. That's the time. What I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about right there. What you talking about on that Indian?
I mean, there's different types of guys because I hear guys on both sides. I hear guys who, I don't have kids, so I don't really have to deal with that. But I hear guys with body vloggers' opinion, but I also hear guys say a girl don't even have to ask; they offer. Like if they're taking a girl out and she have kids at home, they'll buy the kid, they'll feed the kids. Not necessarily the food from the restaurant, but they'll make sure her kids are fed because
Right.
they're really interested in that woman.
Exactly. And
Like you
so,
can't like body vlogger. Okay, you don't want a woman with kids. Okay, but there's men who don't care.
but see, another thing that I've seen is men will begrudgingly do for your kids, and then later on let you know that they were begrudging about it. I can't stand that.
As soon as I get a inkling, and that's with anybody. If I get an inkling, you got a problem doing something for me, keep it. You could
Right.
keep it. You don't even got to do it.
Yeah, you said I think
But
bird choices. I think expecting him to pay for a babysitter is difficult during the onset of a relationship. So I asked this one guy to pay for a babysitter. Okay, I probably knew him 6 weeks, and it was like in that 6 weeks we probably went out. Maybe the first week was the only week we only went out once, but after that we was going out like 3 times, at least 3 times a week. No, 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 in between like 2 and 4. I'll say that a week, right? Just having a gang of fun and just hanging out and doing this in Dallas. And I remember like during the 6 week, I was like, look, I'm gonna need $25 to pay the daycare because you monopolizing my time. I told him straight. I told him straight like that. He said, what you mean monopolize? You act like it's bad. I said, no, but you're taking a lot of my time up. As far as and we're going out a lot and it's I'm not able to you know, rectify that in my budget. And he was, I understand you. And so he just started seeing me less. He didn't feel good about paying for a
babysitter.
a babysitter, and so we just went out less, and we dated for off and on for years. Now, as it got into years and stuff, then he would pay for daycare. I mean, for babysitter. But in that first 6 weeks and first several months, he was like, he was like, "Where's her daddy at?" And I hate when niggas say shit like that. Like, bitch, it don't matter where his daddy at. You talk. This is between me. Where her daddy at is between me and you. And I'm sure if you had a baby and the mom was going on dates, you won't want to pay for the babysitter for the date. What the fuck you mean? Niggas be out here talking wilding. You know what I'm saying?
And I also have a problem with a lot of these men lead with money. Like we'll take it back to Instagram, but even in real life, these men they'll lead with money, but then when you ask for something, it's a problem. But you led with money.
Right.
You led with, oh, I got this, I do this, I'll buy this, I do that, I got this card, that card, these, whatever. But then you don't want to pay for a $25 babysitter.
Right.
You don't want to pay for a $25-$30 pizza and wings for the kids. Like I don't know, I don't know. It's just weird.
I had one guy tell me you pay for the daycare and I'm paying for every time we move out. Every time we go somewhere. I was like, okay, cool. So I didn't have to pay for shit. Not no parking, not no food, not no nothing, you know. Shit, one time he bought me some shoes to go out. And I just paid the babysitter. That was his personal thing. These niggas, I'm talking about, especially in Dallas when I was young, and they was young too, 20. It was they thing they don't want to pay for nobody else's kid unless it's a date with the kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, like where we go do something with our kids or something. Then they'll pay or try to pay some of it. Girl, I ain't even care. And the one guy, Suko, that I said I'm still friends with now in Dallas, he didn't mind doing for Brooklyn. Now, I really
Some
like
don't.
him. These men think they're prettier than you. Oh, girl, I said that all the time. I don't want no man to think they prettier than me. But I also don't want some of these niggas out here that is a little bit too rough. Like, I need you to take a bath every day. I need you to check your nails. Um, yeah, when I kiss and lick on you, I don't want to taste salt. Shit like that. Yeah. These men think they're prettier than you and act more dainty and feminine than you are as a woman. I can't. I can't either, girl.
They really do. It's crazy.
I wouldn't tell him what the money is for. If I'm his woman, I'm on allowance. What do you need it for? Question is annoying. Do I ask him what do you need sex for? See, and I've heard from a lot of men that they get tired of us trading sex for money and they sitting up there act like they're not a prostitute. I hear that so much. Like, okay, I'm not leaving with money because I don't want anyone asking for it. To be fair, some men do not want to feel as if they are responsible for the next man's offspring. Cool. I don't want to put that pressure on him yet. I don't want to feel the pressure of his body on me. Okay. That's why I don't want to put the pressure of your body on me. Okay. And see, um, yeah, let me leave that alone. I'm gonna keep my mouth off that. Math. No, I can't talk so much sometimes. Okay, so math again, don't ask me for anything. Thus, I won't ask you for anything balanced. But I don't like that. Mm-mm. I'm gonna ask when I need, and depending on how you act when I ask is depending on how long we gonna stay together. And you ask when
Yeah,
I
because that's my thing. When you are dating and
mm,
stuff like that, so it's I don't ask, you don't ask. Okay, so how long does that like last? Like, is there any longevity in that?
and you're supposed to help each other out and shit, right?
You are, but it's like depending on who you're helping. I don't know. It's like I'm telling you, these guys are 50-50 down to the penny. So it's like, okay, well, for me to do this, you got to do this. Well, I did this for you, so you. It's like a constant, like almost like a tit for tat, and it's like, what's going on here? Like,
Right.
so it's like I don't know. It's just strange. Well, it's confusing. I'll say that it's confusing.
Okay, so let me see. Okay. So hold on, she said, well, Miss Matthews says word on that. You said, Miss Matthews, you cutting up. Yeah, so this is the thing. When I listen to this guy say about the covenant thing, like I do feel as though I understand it. I just don't feel like it's in keeping with what marriage is. You know what I'm saying? It is smart to be smart about marriage and about the combining of the two incomes or the two, it might be income combining with talent, that will bring more income. The building is about where you're going, but it's about the love of the person to want to do that's making you want to do that with them specifically. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. I feel like the love is what gets you through. I think Miss Matthews kind of said something similar, but basically the love is what gets you through whatever. Like it gets you through those hard times, and that kind of like you said, like one might like you come together to build. Like I don't know. I lost my whole train of thought. But I think the love is what gets you through the hard times and what creates the longevity of the situation. When it's just like a business,
Mm-hmm.
in essence, it's kind of like so when it stops being beneficial, does that person just skip out or how does it work? Because I feel like love is what gets you to the till death do us part. Like I feel like that's like love is the only way. Like that's what I don't know. Love gets you there.
Right. Well, I feel as though I agree with that, but I just feel like nowadays folks just have it's as I get older, I know as you get older, you tell me so well, I'm not gonna say I know. Tell me if this is true. That you're just seeing like how people just have these different. You see more and more how people have these different. Uh, what is it called? Like methods or mantras to live in. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they'd be way out there for like our personal tastes. And I like me, I'm out here like I'm hearing stuff. I'm like, ooh, I hope this don't catch on. This frame of mind, this frame of thinking don't catch on.
But to be honest, he's what a lot of men think that way. They just probably don't say it the way he said it, but a lot of them operate that way.
Yeah. And for instance, like with me and spending, right? I don't mind going to do things, but I when YOLO came out, I never, much as I tried to live some YOLO in my life, I just it's not me. It's not you only live once. You only live right, efficient, sufficient, good, uh uh decent, trustworthy, one only life once. That's the type of life you live only once. Those type of lives. Not just it's whatever to do whatever, spend whatever, just cause baby, you're only here for this one time. You can't do everything though. You can do a lot, but you can't do everything in that time period.
People try.
Yeah. So what else? Okay, what else? What else to wrap this up? What would you like to have your final summation of this topic, India?
Um, be open, like be open minded.
Right.
Like even today, like this is a his when he expressed that to you, it created thought within you.
Yeah.
So you're not just completely saying no. You're saying, oh well, wait a minute, let me think on that,
Yeah.
and then go from there. So I think continue to be open minded. I know I have this problem. I don't know everything, even though I think I do. But I need to be more open minded. But I still say stick to your core standards and think about what really matters. Don't worry so much about all the small things, but what really matters.
Do you have a Maryland accent?
I'm from Pennsylvania.
Oh, Pennsylvania. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. I think you told me that before too. I think Body Vlogger is up
People
in.
always say Maryland, but I don't hear it. But I get that all the time. Baltimore. But
Yeah, I was thinking out maybe outside of Baltimore a little bit, maybe. Yeah. Okay. So my summation is yeah, be open to different thought processes, but once you turn it around in your head, if it does not work for you, then you don't feel obligated to accept it. Additionally, I was listening to this lady, which I did not even go listen to her again. But if you're a Jesus Christ believer, a Christian, okay. This lady is Christian. She speaks all the time. I'm gonna get. Let me find her name. I don't have time to go look at her video, but let me find her name real quick. Okay, I'm not seeing. Oh, here she is. Living Water with Tasia Smith, and it's Teja Smith. Living Water with Tasia Smith, and she was talking about how a lot of times we live outside the will of God. If you know that this is the way something's supposed to be according to God, then you can't do some of it or and we know this already, right? You can't do some of it. You can't live part way and then rely on God's grace because
lukewarm.
it's not just grace. God has never operated with just grace. You have to understand that there is punishment for uh being outside the will of God, and that punishment will come to all. He reigns over the just and the unjust. So if you're trying to say making it work for you, you're doing things that make it work for you, and then you blame the rest on God knows my heart, you making a foolish mistake. I'm sorry, I mean, that's what she's saying. So if the covenant in marriage says, or if God says about marriage that you're coming together, in love, everything about God is love. And uh and in love there is chastisement though. Okay, so so if you're coming together in this covenant, nah, I'm getting it mixed up. I might just void that because I should have listened to her again before I came on here, before I start quoting her. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't feel comfortable quoting her right now. What she was saying because I didn't go back and look really good. Hold on. What date was it? Ephesians? Saturday morning. That was Saturday morning. Friday. It wasn't Friday. Was it Friday or Thursday? Joshua 23. Oh, here it is. Look. Oh, but it's an hour long. Okay. So I'll listen to her again and come back and talk about that because I don't want to fumble through that at all. But thank y'all for coming out.
Thanks.
I'm about to go to the gym, and when I come back from the gym, I'm gonna wash my hair and I'm gonna blow dry it. I'm gonna set it and blow dry it to see and try to curl it and see what pops. Okay, so I'm probably gonna come back on and talk to y'all about whatever. I might do my P Valley review. Okay, because I damn sure watch P Valley. Y'all got a couple hours to go watch P Valley. I might come do my P Valley review and do my hair at the same time, and so y'all can see what kind of mess I come up with. Okay. All right, hold up. Miss Matthew says, "See, when you meet your next beau, I wouldn't advise showing him too early on your channel." Okay, because Chef don't know nothing about my channel. He be asking me where I'm disappearing off to. Must be talking to somebody else. Chase, I don't know how long I'm gonna get away with this. Haters going hate. Best they do that not knowing what he looks like. Oh, you wouldn't advise showing him too early on your channel. Okay. Tony Daly doesn't show her new beau. Okay. Yeah, I probably won't. Yeah, I agree with that. Living according to will always works best. Yep. Protect it with that coconut brick. Look up natural hair relaxers online. You'll need to buy it from the international market. Coconut brick. Melted in pot with lime and vinegar. Wow. Stick to your core standards and whip them into short shape. Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm gone. I'll be back later on to do my hair in the top P Valley. After that, it's Jumpstart July no more. And girl, I'll talk about that on the beginning of the next video on where I'm going with this channel after this Jumpstart July. We did get a couple more subscribers this month. We'll talk about that too. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye. He's not my beau though, body vlogger. The guy I showed you, he's not my beau. And like I said, I don't think it's gonna work out for several reasons I talked about the other day when you was in the live. But we could keep each other company for right now. I don't have a problem with that. And I don't think he does either. All right, talk to you later. Bye.